What? What? 3, 2, M. What? Any blood this week, Nana say? Any blood? What? Justina! What's going on? Did I mention I'm crazy, bro? What is going on? Celine in the house. Unless it's Wesley. What's going on, Wesley? Let us know which one you are. What? Testing. 1, 2, 3. What? Samantanis, you know what's up. I know what's up. This group is the bomb. I totally agree. Manang Acharya, it is starting now. In a few minutes, 3 hours of jam-packed action. Actually, no, it's just the usual 3 hours. Aldolfo. It is 3 hours long on a quick day. Nice one, Celine. Is Wesley in the country? Usually he's in like China and stuff. Crazy. Kimberly Sears in the house. How you doing? Monang. Like it. Where are you from, Monang? I believe you might be a Friday Q&A with Chocks in a virgin in the house. So I can pop a cherry a week. What's going on? What's going on, babe? Yeah, boy. What's up? Another week, Chocks. Another week. Is we ready?
I believe so.
You believe so? Alright. Let's do it. I can't start recording. What?
Has everyone seen the trailer? The teaser?
I believe so.
How many times have you watched it, guys?
Stephen McNally, what's going? What's snaking on with you, my friend? Have you nabbed yourself that perfectly albino version? You know what's up. You're a Fire Emblem fan, are you, Adolfo? Nice. Are we gonna start recording?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Is everyone ready?
Alright, let's do this. Start recording. Crack that open. Boom! What is going on, guys? Welcome to Friday Q&A with Chocks today, number 108. I see that you had to look at the screen to see exactly what it was.
I was like,
every week just blends in together. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. What is going on, Australia? You should be sleeping. How have you guys been? Have you had a good one this week? Let us know in the comments. Have you had a good one? Has it been a crazy week, or has it been a normal week? What's going on?
Yes.
What's going on with you guys?
Ups and downs, highs and lows.
Ups and downs, highs and lows, lefts and rights, rights and lefts. Let me know what's going on with you guys. What have you been up to? We like to hear what's going on with our FRF fam. It is, of course, Fridays here over here at FRF HQ.
That's right.
Beautiful day here, weather-wise, in Hong Kong. If it's cold where you are, sucks to be you, yo. And as I say that, Tamanantanis, it shows me it's minus 20. That's cold. Brendan Rostello, you've been looking buff because you've had to unbox 3 snakes. You know, I know how heavy that base is. What's going on? What's going on?
6, isn't it?
They both got essentials, so that's 6. So it's but I'm not sure how it works. I'm not going to ask too much. But does Brendan like, hey Ryan, don't touch my stuff? And it's like Ryan like, don't touch my stuff, Brendan. So I don't know.
That is your half of the room. And that is my half of the room.
Don't you touch my stuff. Nice one, Giuseppe. I'm glad you like it. Oh, was ist los, Hokuto? Was ist los? Was ist los?
3 o'clock in Germany.
Wie cool. Why could it have been better? Let us know in the comments. Hopefully you're going to have enjoying chillax for the next couple of hours hanging out with your boys Chocks and A. Let's go.
Couple of hours. Plus extras.
Plus extras.
Plus extra time.
3 p.m.
Where?
You have quite the varied collection. I'm going to say your OG original was, of course, One Punch Man. Now you got Snake. Very, very different ones. And also, what else did you get recently? I saw you picked up, what was it? Spyro. Like, dude. Spyro, Snake, One Punch Man. That is very chalk and cheese. Surprised. He boxed at his house and I boxed at mine.
Ah.
It's like that, is it? Wollen wir jetzt Deutsch reden?
Hey, MAD.
Where's MAD? MAD in the house! Is Beanox like, you don't need to work today or something?
What you wearing today?
Yeah, what are you wearing today? Are you repping by wearing your baseball FRF top? And let me know in the comments what's going on. Monang, you're a Metal Gear fan, are you? That's what I like to hear. Monkey King as well, 3 p.m, my friend. Very, 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 very different tastes. I love it. It's good to have a bit of variety in your interests, right, Chocks? Variety is the spice of life, as they say.
That's good.
Although for My Hero Academia is coming along very, very nicely. Very, very nicely. He's Shovel Knight. Guts, I know Guts, of course, with your tats. I'll be surprised if you didn't have Guts. Bowser, Spike, Shiranui, Midna, and Varia. That, my friend, is... First of all, thank you for the support. But the next thing is very, very varied, very, very varied tastes. And what, for me, Chokes, when I read that, it actually makes me feel really happy that people can have such varied tastes and find something for them at FRF. There's hopefully going to be something for everyone. Unless, of course, you're a comic book fan. or a film fan. You can fuck... I mean... and then maybe sometime in the future, right, Chokes?
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but hopefully one day.
Really?
I don't know, I'm just saying it.
Do it all, yeah?
Yeah.
Do it all. Do it all. That would be quite the achievement. What's the question? Current POs? What's that, Chelsea? Hey Kimberly, you're absolutely right. I can know all the useless, pointless information. What people are collecting, who's on my shit list, who's on the good list. I remember all that sort of stuff, but I don't remember any of the important things, like when was the Battle of Hastings. I don't remember all that important stuff at school. Oh dearie me. Fortunately, though, managed to scrape by and make it through there. But I've always had my ex-girlfriend's telephone number. Boom. This is before the old speed dial. This is before the old, it's like, keep it up there.
It's really hard to remember numbers now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Rulik plays, keep an eye on that. What's that? Original.
That's on
two
Twitch.
sentences. We're already on I'm watching you. But I know we got Nanase representing Twitch. I know he's got his finger very, very closely on that. He's twitching on Twitch, Shocks.
That's good.
Finger over that ban hammer. I like it. Devin Joseph Coral. Coral. Carol. What's the actual retail price of what? Which item are we talking about?
Yeah. Of what?
Nana say, first warning, you're so generous. Boot him. He's gotta go. I ain't got time for that. He's gotta go. No first warning. Boom, he's gotta go.
First warning.
I know he's lippy back with second warning. I love it, Chocks. Always someone that's always, how do I say it? Who always sacrifices themselves.
Yeah.
They be all cheeky and then they get booted straight away. I like it. Solid Snake. So let me see. What was the original price? $5.25, I think it was, Chocks. A steal.
Yeah.
$5.25. Long time ago, though, wasn't it?
What?
It was a long time ago, though. We put it up for order September 2017. Reworked it all back up, but again at the beginning of Jan 2018. In people's hands. Wow. So I would say, though, it's from door to door in a year or so. Just a bit over years. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. What do you guys think? Nice one, Nana. Appreciate that. Boom. Hope it doesn't work like that at F. How do I say it? This year has been the year of Alex being savage, and I'm just got a really short fuse now because I'm in this really frustrated mode right now.
It's the month of February, guys.
I hate Februaries so much. I can't begin to tell you how much I hate Februaries. And during this month in particular, any small thing, and I just get lit up like a light fuse. Like
when it goes, you get the idea, guys. You get the idea.
Absolutely. Hey, Devon, you can still jump on the wait list. You may get converted. This is the time when most people actually do cancel because they realize that, you know, they have a certain amount of outstanding payments and they can't quite afford it, or they've lost interest in it. So this is the time where most people will cancel. So if it's really something that you're looking into, why not just test it out and jump on that wait list?
Don't wait for it. Just jump on the wait list. If it doesn't get converted, you get your deposit back. There's no harm in trying. So make sure you jump on the wait list.
David, abs finito. People have come back to work this week, and one of the first things I said is, "What's going on with Nito?" So they need a bit of time. I think next week people are going to start really getting back into the swing of things. I'm talking about our team in China. They've been away for Chinese New Year for the past pretty much 3 weeks. Now that they're back, it's time to start getting work. So there's been no movement on that for the last 3 weeks or so. Ryan says, I want that tea, goddamn, well, you can absolutely get it right after this stream.
What?
He wants the t-shirt.
Thank you. This one in particular?
So, let's check it out, Chocks. Long live King Chockles, bada bing, bada boom. Now the question is, of course, do you go for the super angry face? Or do you go for the not so angry face? Which one do you go for? But what I need though, Chocks, is to see just how close is it. So can we see my version of the Long Live King Chocks? You know, as in.
Yeah.
No. As in
what?
You know, in.
As in what?
I want to see you actually do it.
I can't do that. I think that was drawn a little bit too
angry.
Too angry. Yeah. I'm not that angry, am I, guys? I'm never that angry in the club. I don't piss off people. I don't boot people.
You are
ban people.
You are really nice in the club, and totally not behind. Because I see him do this every day. I walk into the office, and then he's basically
guys. I'm like, oh god, not again. Those animations that you guys, when I post those animations in the club, it's kind of like that in real life. I'm like face palm. I'm like, oh, not again. Face palming all the time. I like giving thumbs up there and giving thumbs down at the office. I like it. Yeah.
Less angry in black. No problem. 3 p.m. You can do it. No problem. First for angry. Do you remember that, Chocks?
First for angry.
Yeah, when we
when we nabbed The Toyso Award.
And this year we weren't even bloody nominated.
I bumped into the guy again.
Yeah, what do you say to Bayern? Why you don't even?
Like, I said like, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't do it again.
Because of us. Well, did they just
because of you guys?
Well, so they didn't actually let people nominate.
No, you had to go to their special page and then vote on there. But we weren't even in there at all.
Right.
We weren't in any of the categories.
Right, it's like that now, is it, Bayern?
It was like, okay, no Facebook.
The FRF massive.
But we will always be remembered that we have the first...
Absolutely.
The first awards.
Absolutely. Ronald Jacobs.
So funny.
I know... I can't remember, is it for you or for your old man? Who is the one who's going to be collecting Mario on Yoshi? I know you've been asking about that ever since Gamescom as well.
All of them.
Very, very cool.
Himself as well, didn't he?
No, but you know, Ronald Jacobs' dad also collects.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
it's each and every one.
I think they have quite different ones, and I don't think they overlap. What's up, Derek? How you doing?
Hey, Derek.
Adam Tiley, I have a job interview. What is it about? Let us hear. And if you need any interview advice, I can help you out. What's going on, Michelle? How did everything go at Toy Fair? We'll review that during the week. We will absolutely let you know what's going on. You see, Derek Baker, right? He loves it. He loves Savage Alex. He just sits there for the popcorn. Because he's known me from the OG forum days. Back at the time... back in the old FRF forums, and you know, he was at the memorabilia museum following us since FDL, right? In fact, the boy I think he nabbed number 2s. Is that right? You nabbed number 2s before that was even a thing, right? And got that throughout the OG series, and then obviously I come out of the woodworks when I open up the club. Hi, I'm Alex Davis, and I'm on my best behavior for 2.5 years. You got to give me credit, right? 2 plus, almost, I'd say almost 3 years. I was my bestest behavior. And now he's seeing Savage Alex come out. And he's loving it. Absolutely loving it. Give me a top 5 interview. It's an IT engineering job. Chocks, go.
What
would you suggest? Advice for an IT engineering job.
Oh, Adam Tiley's interview, right? IT. Does it have to be an IT? Doesn't have to be. Just any top 5 jobs, right? Just top 5 tips.
Right. The first thing you got to do, I remember Chuckles is he comes in, he goes, "Oh, this action figure's broken. I'm going to go fix it." I was like, okay, that's a good interview technique. Yeah,
that's right.
He came in with his hat on, with his sandals on, in his t-shirts.
None of that shirt and tie, guys.
The thing is, though, he didn't even realise it was an interview. It wasn't an interview at the time, though, was it? It was.
Just
no,
come
was just coming over.
Just come over for us. Yeah, just to say
you didn't even know that was going to give you a job. Or offer you a job, anyways.
I was retired. I wasn't looking for one.
No, I know. I'm talking about the second time we met when I pulled you into Apple Greens or whatever. So we ain't ever going back there again, are we?
Never going back there again. That was...
When I showed you the Ornstein. I showed you the Ornstein.
You did?
I showed you. It was coming on Ornstein. I showed that on my phone. Don't recall.
I don't recall. Sorry. Yeah.
Nice, Patrick. Yeah, boy. We're gonna sign out for you. Gamescom, baby. What's up, James? Any other tips? Any other pro tips?
Just be yourself.
Nice one, Chelsea.
It doesn't matter, like, it's only a half an hour interview or an hour interview. They're going to see through that right away. Yeah.
Do you know how many people are applying for it? Because one surefire way, of course, to get the job, take out everybody else. How many places?
Hack into this.
Yeah, exactly.
Hack into this.
And change their times.
Yeah.
That will prove how good you are as an IT engineer.
Make sure they all turn up at the same time.
Alright. That's a good point. Samanantanis, right? That's a really good point. Whenever I'm doing interviews, I always ask them, do you have any questions for us?
That's important.
And they always...
It shows that you're eager if you're asking questions.
Right. And if the answer is no, then I'm like, bye-bye.
And don't wait for the company to get back to you. ask them a couple of days later or a week later.
Or follow up instantly and say, hey, thanks so much for the interview. Just wanted to say, you know, I really feel blah, 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 whatever. I always like that, the follow up. Also, there's been one time, always know about the company. So one of the first questions back in the day when I was interviewing for positions, it was, what do you know about our company? It's like,
online games.
No, it wasn't that person, because she knew about us.
Yeah.
She knew about Mega Man and stuff like that. Yeah.
Want Mega.
No, she's like, I want job. Right, yeah.
I want job.
Yeah,
Yes.
do you remember that?
Yeah.
But no, I'm talking about someone you weren't there who basically was like, so, tell me what you know about our company.
Really?
I was like, yeah. I said, he sat down. The first question I asked, thanks so much for coming in from fucking unknown, Blake Chow, some fucking Zhangzhou or whatever it is. Right, yeah.
Right, okay.
Came all the way over. He sat down and I said, oh, thanks so much for coming in. Tell me, what do you know about our company? Right, I said, within 1 minute, I said, you can go. You're wasting my time. Bye-bye.
You should have a buzzer in front of you. Get out.
So Adam, always have a little something, a little bit of, oh yes, I can see that your company
homework,
was
that's
established
basic,
in
yeah.
19... you know, whatever it may
Do
be.
a bit of homework. Or maybe, like, if you're IT, check out their website, check out their whatever it is, and just pick out a section of the code and see what other ways you would improve it, the workflow, how the system works.
Aye.
It shows that you did a bit more background
Absolutely.
check.
Absolutely. Hey Adam, do you know anything about Magento?
He will tomorrow, right?
He will tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it.
Or always say that
Just
you
say,
do.
Yeah, I'll no problem with that. Yeah.
I know it all.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Justine is taking notes.
Good.
I like it. All right, Chocks, let's kick it off with them notices, yo.
Right. As you guys know, finally, Snake SD is legit. We will open the pre-orders tonight.
Alright.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the teaser that was shown a couple of days ago. We managed to get through all the marketing materials, so thank you Konami for the support.
Much.
Yeah, so
appreciate it.
we posted the teasers out, so yep, here we are tonight. So tonight is the reservation pre-order for Solid Snake SD.
Feng Yong says, Alex 老板，两位晚上好，谢谢你凤勇，欢迎你回来，希望你春节过得很愉快。下一
新年快樂，恭喜發財。
he can speak Cantonese as
Yeah,
well,
it's
of course.
good.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So 谢谢你的努力，今年我们就会多做一些就是多做一些项目，辛苦你们了啊！还有麻烦多找一些画家啊，我们需要的都可以帮我们画。Indeedy, all right.
That's right. So, guys, do sit around later on because we will go through everything about the Solid Snake SD.
Yo.
All the documentaries, all the lovely stuff, pricing, shipping, everything. We'll go through all the breakdown. And yeah, please do enjoy that. Please make sure you share this out to rest of the Metal Gear Solid fans out there. Okay. Shirts. All right. It seems like there's 2 designs this week, so make sure to check out Redbubble after the stream. We will make these shirts live after the stream, so thanks for the support. There's been movements with the other shirts that we've previously launched the last couple of weeks, so yeah, things are going fairly well. So guys, do let us know, do provide us more feedback. We've received quite a few feedback already, so I think we're getting there, so hopefully you know, I'm not sure exactly when, but over time, yeah, we should have a good idea how
to proceed and what to do for
Yep. And thank you for those guys that actually went there, picked up a shirt, picked up a mug. I'd like to know who will pick up a you know, like a pillow or a phone cover, because that'd be quite interesting.
I see. I've got a tote bag here
tote bag
as well,
there, yeah.
A mug, couple of mugs. That's cool.
Right, pre-orders, guys. Have you noticed that we had some the Torch Dark Souls rings?
Aye.
Yeah, we brought some of the old products back. from that range and upgraded some of the sizes as well. I think Touch heard all the voices out there saying that some of the rings were quite small for Western hands or fingers, so they increased some of the sizes there. So do check out on the website. The pre-orders are open until 15th of March, so yeah, do continue to support that FRF partnership line.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, Meta Ridley, I believe the pre-orders were supposed to be closing today. However, as always, if it doesn't reach the 1,000 edition size, the pre-orders will remain open. So yes, the pre-orders have been extended until further notice.
Of which time, if it does approach the 1,000 mark, we will let you guys know, say this is going to be a last chance week, whatever it may be, like Friday to Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
Or we will say, okay guys, we are going to be closing pre-orders because the production is about to start and we need to give the final numbers to the factory. Those are the two triggers that will lead for us to do that. And we've done that before with with Spike. We said we're about to go into production, boom, and there it's going to be, etc., etc.
Yep. Right, other pre-orders that are still open. We have Berserk Guts, Warp Star Kirby, Psycho Mantis, Spiral PVC, Alphonse, Phoenix Wright, Shovel Knight Player 2, Mimic, and Conquer. Those pre-orders
I see it.
are still open, so guys, if you're still on the fence, make sure you jump on those. And as Alex was saying, by the time it's ready for production, we will give you guys a heads up, a last chance week for you guys to jump on those pre-orders. All right, some other news. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. So talking about the POs and all that sort of stuff, unfortunately, we are not going to proceed with Lore. Having looked at the numbers afterwards and doing the relaunch, and thanks so much for letting us do that, we will not proceed with it. So we will be reaching out to those that have outstanding monies that have been deposited as a result of that, and be sending them information, emails, etc., and issuing refunds. So I do apologize for anybody who did purchase or was looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it was not to be, and you can't win them all, right, Chocks?
Yeah, I mean, we were looking forward to the. Yeah, so we were looking forward to that as well for Tekken Law. I mean, we gave it as much love and attention as much as possible. Obviously, you guys know that we had it on pause because we wanted to make sure that King and Jin was out in the market for it to get out there, get the word, get the press, you know, the advertising for those two statues, so that people are aware that we are making the Tekken line. And then, you know, we had some decent feedback over that time. We heard a lot of people saying, let's bring back Law. So we did. We went through, you know, the time and effort of relaunching Law. We gave as much chance as much as possible as well.
And especially also a little bit better and more savvy at advertising. Yeah. So we did that as well.
Yeah, as the club grew, people were like, okay, right. Their King's looking good, Jin's looking good. And then, but, you know, it came to that, you know, after Chinese New Year, after, you know, sitting back and rethinking of that project, unfortunately, yes, so unfortunately Law will be cancelled. But rest assured, guys, if you have any issues with your order, the team are following up with the refunds, etc., but if you still have concerns, do hit us up with a CS ticket with regards to your order, and then we'll sort everything out for you.
All right, for showsies.
Right, thanks for those guys that did rally for it.
Much appreciated.
Thanks for those guys that did support.
I know it's going to be disappointing to Pachula. I know he was always one to sort of
definitely
rally for him.
You know, but it's hard for us to say that we want. You know, we never really want to cancel projects, and it's not really a good thing. But
we take a of course. I mean,
you know, whether it's from a financial point of view or from, you know, just
disappointing people as well. Yeah,
disappointing a lot of people in the project that. You know, the time and effort that on the project as well, but hopefully that's not going to happen too often, and we really don't want to tell you guys that we're cancelling this and that. No
longer in the modern era of FRF, please.
All right. Okay. Anything else to add? All right, guys. We can reveal. This is you. What is the numbers actually?
1.2.
1.2. Ah, okay.
What's it normally?
I think the most, when it first started, it was 1.2 as well. And then it gradually went to like 1.1, 1,000, 800, 900, 700, 800, that kind of region.
So not that much difference then, you were saying?
It's not that much difference, yeah. I was like, geez, don't throw all those points away. It's like
So I tried a little experiment. And that is, as you know, Cheggy normally does a first for likes, and it typically gets between 700-800 people for liking it, and then some lucky winner gets it. I think Kimberly Sears won at one time, who I think is on the stream. So that is always, is that right? Or was it just getting the, maybe that's not right. I know you definitely won the hashtag winners. Anyways, I wanted to see whether or not, and this is something that's an extension from the experiment that I was doing with regards to character polls. If you remember, you chose lame-o version from Sword Art Online, and I chose the non-lame version. It had so much more traction on yeses and nos.
Right.
And I think I also applied that to, what was the other one I did? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Right.
And it wasn't just whether or not you chose lame-o or not, but also just to see how much interaction there was with it. And it was clearly quite a lot more. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. So I thought with Cheggy doing the first for likes, let's see how we can compare it if I was to do it. So it's definitely more, maybe 400-500 more.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Which is obviously, as a percentage, it's quite a significant more as a percentage. So it definitely has an influence. It definitely has a different. It definitely has an impact.
Will there be a consistent thing though?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Like a one-time thing, yeah.
Right, so, absolutely. The next thing is of course, Reggie.
Yeah?
He hangs his hat up, 15 years.
He's retiring before me. Oh my God.
Well, you're like MMA fighters who say they're retired, but then they come back out.
Yeah, charity fights.
Charity matches. You're in one of their charity exhibition matches right now.
No win, no lose.
So so that was quite interesting, and of course we all know who's taken over.
I know.
Bowser. How cool is that?
What a name, yeah.
Of course, obviously we wish Reggie all the best.
Yeah.
I've not had a chance to actually meet him, but my only sort of experience with Reggie is that when he went on the Jimmy Fallon show to show off the Skyward Sword, which is crazy how long ago that is now, but I can remember the first time it sort of came up, it was like, and back in the day we also used to make specific Nintendo C-suite kind of figures, and used to put their name on the bottom until they asked us not to do that anymore.
Oh right.
Right.
Okay.
But before, and I used to, Reggie used to be one of, and we sort of make that, and it was so as I said, the interaction with Reggie was never a sort of direct interaction, but just that being involved, and then to see it on the Jimmy Fallon show and seeing all of that was a really fantastic experience. I won't forget, and of course it was very nice to see in his, over the years, and also in his retirement video, you can see there was a couple of FRFs there.
Yeah,
there was Darunia, and can you believe it, Mario holder DS holder. Absolutely. Are you guys going to send a Bowser to Bowser? Well, we send stuff to NOA all the time anyway, so whether or not whoever's...
Hopefully it does get to his office.
So when you're saying his retirement video, there's a massive Bowser on that.
No, not his retirement. As part of his new office.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but maybe we don't see it until it's...
Oh my God, no. Hit us up, Bowser.
Absolutely. Indeedy. Alrighty, so that's a good point, Chocks. Why don't you reach out to NOA and say, hey, congrats to Mr. Bowser.
You not see my email?
Did you say? But let's get you.
My PS. I'm already ahead of you, mate.
All right. So when your PS, you go, but I'm serious. And you can say
one step at a time.
We can make it like the one with the base.
Don't force the statues on them. If they want it, great.
What I want to force on them. Here you go, mate. And he's like, "Ugh, my back."
Here's your Bowser. Yeah.
But of course, you know, they have Bowser already at NOA. Just around.
Yeah.
As in pre-production.
But it'd be nice.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe he likes to have one.
Yeah, of course.
At home. Yeah.
Hendrik, there is a Facebook post in the club. All questions in that will be answered within the timing. All right. Let me see.
Yeah, so enjoy retirement. He's relatively young, isn't he? 50 odd? Yeah, 50 odd years old. What a life. Well deserved. Is it 15, 16 years at NOA?
15, I think, yeah. Doug Bowser retires from back injury after lifting Bowser statue.
What? as long as he doesn't tie... Because right now the picture is like, thank you for the warm welcome, right? That Bowser's holding the picture. And then everyone's just focusing on the Mario and Luigi that's been
tied up. I think that was when he first started, rather than like just getting the job.
Really? When he first started?
I think so.
Ah, that's quite cool.
I believe so, not 100% sure. So, moving on, did you guys see, I've been frustrated this month. Obviously, I don't like the fact that it's a short month, and Chinese New Year and all that sort of stuff. And one of the things that we sort of really saw that we had an issue with was how long it's taking to do the videos. It's not, it takes X amount of time to do the videos. It should not be unexpected. The problem is it was exacerbated by the fact that we hit Chinese New Year. It was exacerbated by the fact that we were dealing with a licensor that's in different time zones, and you have to go and relate back to Japan, back to America, and it meant that if everything was smooth, it would have been okay, but it really exacerbated by the fact that we had the Chinese New Year and all that sort of stuff, that it meant that we missed a launch. As you know, we delayed this by a week. Now, at that point, we really said enough is enough. We need to get another video editor in so that we can do simultaneous launches in terms of this guy is working on this project and this guy is working on this project, so they can concurrently do it, allowing for us to get that buffer. We can't seem to get a buffer. We can't seem to, if for example we couldn't have launched Snake this week, no problem. We have like 5 others already approved that we can go at any time. Every time everyone's like, oh, why aren't you updating the Trello board with the pre-orders? I'm like, because I don't even fucking know what's going on. And the moment that we have things in buffer-wise, oh my god, we can do something, Chocks. It's called planning. Wouldn't that be fucking nice?
Or maybe the extra buffer days can be for polishing, tweaking and whatnot, making it just that little bit better.
But I'd rather have buffers first, then we can work on it.
Yeah.
And
we need a buffer in the office. Yes.
So, part of that glaring missing resource, I put out an interview, a job posting for someone that we feel could be an asset to the video team of one, which is Ting, right? And he came in, and all of it sounds pretty good until you actually see
all right,
the result.
He had eyes, ears, nose, they're all in the right place.
What the? And then we said, okay, so I can do it. That's cool. But then what Ting did was he gave him some green screen footage. And said, knock yourself out. And what he has that Ting can't do at this stage is more.
One of the main top priority was make a video as to entice the viewer, as in like make sure the viewer looks at it and go, wow, I'm tempted, I want it. That's the main thing. Now
something has got to be said for doing and knowing what to do, right? And I think Ting, if you just have to go back to some of his genius work, I mean, what particular standouts for me have got to be things like, I would say, Phoenix Wright, just stunningly on point for the game. I think Psycho Mantis was really great. He's done a lot of great work. You know, you're depicting a certain scene. A lot of people can just do a video of it turning and then sort of make it look nice, but actually to have it resonating from the fans of the game will really quite quickly understand where it's come from. That is not something that you can't just be technically good. You got to be creatively good as well. Now with Ting, he lacks some technical things that the new guy has, which is like the whole idea of doing 3D backgrounds and turning of that sort of, which is great. It means there's some skills and overlaps that can, in the future, when they have that buffer, raise the game overall. But I'm also like, obviously, it's not tested to see, because you know what his name is Enoch. What he did was just stick it on. He rotated it, and it looked great from doing that. But there wasn't anything that was particular. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. The whole idea of no, and then that's actually a bit of a disservice to him. The first couple of scenes was okay. It's just rotating with but in a nice way with a 3D background. That's all really great. However, the last scene, which was it's in like Samus's first person, it's like moving around, and then the door opens and that comes in. That for me is a great example of being creative, and it's really I look forward. So, anyways. Without a doubt, I was very happy to see that. Chocks, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, came back, only took him a couple of days. I think focus of that video was really just to see how quick and clean and smooth the emotion, the effects, and just just showing off some of this 3D stuff in the background. I mean, we didn't really give him much of a brief.
Right.
So here you go. We just here's some videos. Show us how you research as well. Research is very important.
Right.
Where does he get his source materials?
Yeah, and it was on point as well. It was on point.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff he'll learn through experience and from guidance. But you know, he had some skill sets in the effects, the tools and stuff. So
absolutely,
the rest will come with experience.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look. So Tom Berry or JB, right? He says that Ting puts a creative spark to the videos that go beyond your typical statue. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So whilst Enoch might be technically brilliant, maybe, I don't know, the jury's out in terms of, obviously because he's never done it before, but you know, in terms of making sure it fits within the actual world that it's representing. But with Ting there and then working next to each other side by side, that's what brainstorming sessions are for. And I look forward to seeing them sort of raise their game. So if everything goes smoothly, I mean, Adam Tiley, when you get offered a job, reply straight away, because I offered it to him about 2 hours ago. He's not replied to me. Pro tip, Adam.
Be on your toes.
Be on your toes. So, you know, fingers crossed, and he will join beginning of March.
And don't be late for your interview, and don't be too early for the interview.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right. Yes.
Can't I have my 7-Eleven chicken lunch without anybody
around 15 minutes before the actual time is right, not half an hour or 45 minutes before. That's, you know,
I totally agree. Do we? Because
there's an art to interviewing.
Because we had
interviewees.
We had someone. I totally forgot that we had 2 interviews on one day, right? With half an hour in between or something like that. I totally forgot. Sanya was leading it.
I opened the door. I'm like, hold on, is this the right one? Then we just randomly invited someone. So I was like, yo, Alex, did you like set up like to
maybe, but they're early. So don't be too early.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, you know, for showsies, pro tips right here, right now, free, courtesy of F4F. I see you, baby.
And Jason sent his resume.
What does he do?
I can't remember. Sorry, I'm sorry, Jason. What was it? Because we had this conversation back and forth. I said, yeah. Just forward your CV and see how it goes. I don't know. Hey, we look at everything. We don't.
What kind of job is it?
Marketing, and some other thing as well. There's a couple of roles.
Ooh, if you want to get involved with the marketing department at FRF, you need to hit this guy up. Spam him with your CVs. Do it.
To Alex as well, yeah. All right,
do
Jason.
it.
We'll take this seriously.
Alright. What makes a nice change?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's 13 degrees and outside work is awesome. Yeah, it's been apparently it's been pretty cold and blighty.
Oh right. I thought it's got warmer.
He says it is now.
Ah.
Like for the last few weeks, it's
I was
probably
like
been
MJP
not so.
is working on the working in the.
So what you're telling me
outside.
is you know about blighty weather just based on your PMs with JMP.
Yeah, because if it's freezing cold, he's working on wet rooms, and if it's like hot and sunny, he's working on the wheelchair ramps.
There you go.
There you go, media specialist, IT tech work, media editing.
Ooh.
What the hell is that? Brendan Ristell was like, I'll forward you my resume then, Chocks.
How come that doesn't come up on mine?
Is it not? There is. There.
No. I mean, the media specialist IT tech work.
Oh. Scroll down. No.
Mayo. It's a bit weird. Look, so the next one there has appeared.
How's everyone on Twitch? How's everyone on YouTube? Oh my god. There's a lot of conversation about Tekken and Soul Calibur on YouTube.
What's the last sentence on there? Because I see
which
please on YouTube.
On YouTube, I see a Mick Cool. Haha, good one.
Scroll down.
Do I scroll? Scroll down. Scroll down, yeah, I'm down.
No, you're not. Go to the other side. Scroll down.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, that's fine. It's covered here.
Dan
It's covered
Devil,
here.
please.
It's here. It's
All
there,
right.
yeah.
Cool.
Just making sure. Just making showsies. Right. Let's carry on with the week in review. Mario on Yoshi is coming along nicely. Very, very nicely. We finally got approval on that.
Woohoo!
Now, I'd like to hear what you guys think.
I wonder if it's the last thing that Reggie approved before he retired. It's like, special figures? Yeah, alright then. See you later. See you later.
And all those Zelda projects, whatever.
Yeah. See you later.
I love it. So, my question is, for those that bought Bowser, will you also buy Mario and Yoshi? For those who didn't buy Bowser, would you buy Mario and Yoshi? Would those that don't want to buy Mario and Yoshi not buy it because they only want Mario on his own? Or they only want Yoshi on his own? I'd love to hear your feedback on that.
That's a lot of questions. And answers are yes.
Indeedy.
Tasman Tanas says, I need both, please. Martin JP, yes, ×2.
You see, when a boy writes that, he means business.
Cassandra says, no.
So, that's an interesting question. So, I only really love Bowser. So 3PM is not likely to get it because he's a Bowser fan. Aldolfo says, depending on how it looks amazing, so that's not a problem. Yoshi on his own. So Larissa didn't buy Bowser, but definitely getting Mario and Yoshi. Also would like a standalone Yoshi.
It's interesting. Why don't we make a poll? Have we done a poll? Have we done a Nintendo Super Mario poll kind of thing? Just like highlighting, it's like, hey, we wanted those female characters, right? What about Princess Peach? Toad? Maybe?
So the question is, do you think... So what do you guys think? Do you think Bowser will be more or less the Mario and Yoshi? That's the question.
So like Dimmick blog on YouTube says getting Bowser and definitely getting Mario and Yoshi.
That's Celine, by the way.
Oh, is that Celine?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Dimmick stands for Did I mention?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to her this morning. I mean, like earlier on in the thingy bob.
Nice. Dan Devil, I would definitely buy Grey Fox.
Thank you for that information. So Billy says more. MJP says less. They say same. Jay says less. A lot of people think less. Now they think maybe
I guess they can't
Bowser
really, I guess they can't really say
doesn't have much merchandise. Is that correct? So Viku says Bowser would sell more because there's been other Mario statues by us. So that's a good point, but however, there's never been a normal Mario, i.e. red and blue.
Or even the OG. Hey, that'd be a nice variant, like the OG colour.
Of?
Mario.
White and red. Jumpman.
Brown and... You know, the classic one, the 8-bit one.
Was it brown and black? I thought it was white and... Why am I thinking it's white and red? Is that just the Mario Fire
I'm
Mario?
thinking the Fire Mario.
I'm thinking Jumpman is also like that.
Jumpman, just a totally different...
So that is Mario, isn't it? Oh, I'm thinking him on Donkey Kong, right? So it's not Jumpman, is it?
Yeah, see, go back up. See the NES, the 85. There, that picture, number 1, 2, the 5th picture on top.
This one?
To far out, I'm thinking the brown one, the brown and red red suit.
Super Mario Bros, yeah? So you're in Donkey Kong, red and blue still.
I guess you guys really need to see Mario and Yoshi before they even say, you know, which one's more.
No KP for you, but I'm pretty sure that's an easy mod. Well, classic for the SNES generation. The SNES generation, though, is...
Super Mario World.
Not... I would say the majority of our guys are 64 and onwards, would you say?
Really?
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, but if you really
like PlayStation 1, N64. I would say that is probably where most of our
fan base. If you're looking at like Super Mario 3,
thanks so much, Emma.
Yeah, Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World, then it's more another generation gap, isn't there? Another generation there.
True. True. Well, we'll be interested to see. I'm really pumped for it. I think it's one of our best pieces. I think it's outshines Bowser like it's going out of fashion. Would you say that's quite a big statement to say?
I think it goes well with each other.
Well, sure they go well with each other, of course they do.
They're good in they're good in their own way.
I'm
It's nice.
really
It's nice to
proud of
see.
that
It's
piece.
nice. It's it's like one of those things that it's really nice to see Mario and Yoshi every once in a while, right? Because it's been a while since the last Mario.
Yeah, right.
I'm not including Lucky Cat Mario.
But even that was a long time ago. That was in 2000. That was before 2016.
Yeah, I know.
It's like 2015. 4 years. I wonder.
Yeah.
3D games with better statues, so PS4.
And this Mario and Yoshi will be it'll be probably first for many people.
Daniel McKenzie, is Aku heading into shipment at the end of March? I do not know. I need to see. The factories are sort of beginning to gear up again. Once I start getting summoned, I'll be able to understand how things are looking.
Justina grew up with Sega Master System. Wow, from a Master System to your first Nintendo console was an N64. Wow, you must have missed out quite a lot of good stuff then.
You got a bit of both, didn't you?
You had to have everything.
Well, is it because you're a mate or because you're your brother? I can't remember.
My mate, yeah, he had everything, so I didn't have to buy anything.
So what was your first own one then?
My own, is it like an Atari, but I don't think that counts as a console.
Okay, so what's your first
console that I paid?
Yeah,
probably the Mega Drive, because I didn't have to.
But that's still the same era.
Well, there's the Master System and the NES before that. I didn't have to buy that. I just go to my mate's place and buy it. And then it's like he had the Super NES. I bought the Mega Drive.
Right, and you just like trade it around and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Did you trade the consoles as well? Like you have it for a week? Or
no, he had his own Mega Drive. He just lent me the games.
Oh right,
yeah. I just bought the games from him, and then he had all the other consoles. He had like the 3DOs.
Who's his mate? I want to meet him.
The CD32.
I want him to be my mate.
He had the Neo Geos.
Is he on
He had the Jaguar. Nah, he's not.
You don't in contact with him anymore?
No.
Well, you borrowed his game and you didn't like, and you gave it back to him like, oh, scratch the fucking disc or something.
I don't do that. You know how careful I am with my stuff.
Yeah, but his stuff.
He was quite rough with his stuff.
Right.
He had everything.
Any updates on Rider Link or Midna going on? Midna is going to start sort of, I need to see how that's still pre-production. Again, this is to do with the factory. In terms of Rider Link, yeah, I would say it's closing off in terms of we're getting to the stage where it's getting soon to where we can start wrapping that up. I would say 4 months, something like that. Alrighty. I see you, baby. All might. If everything goes smoothly, we will debut him at Emerald City Con in just a few weeks' time. If everything goes smoothly, and there's still quite a lot of different, how do I say, moving parts. Have you ever seen one of those shows where they have one of those spinning plates, and it kind of goes and it starts spinning, right? Right. Yeah. But then it's not just 1, 2. Then they have like 10 of them. Yeah. And they spin them all up, right? And then one starts wobbling because obviously they're doing it. Each one takes its time, right? Yeah. And then one starts wobbling because it's about to fall off. Then you have to run back to the front and then they spin that up again. Spin it. Yeah. Sounds familiar? Mm-hmm. A lot of spinning plates up there. A lot of spinning plates, and one starts to wobble. You better hope that you can either keep spinning it or catch it. That is how I feel right now with how things are going on with Emerald City Con. It is, of course, always whenever you're doing something overseas, a lot of sort of difficulty. And there's something different we're doing for this, of course. We're sort of trying to make our own furniture. Sort of test that out, and it's proving to be quite to the wire, and it didn't help that Chinese New Year was there. Has there been any updates today?
Yes, some updates.
Any positive updates? Are we moving in the right direction?
Slow. Really rest on over the weekend. It's a good thing that they're working on the weekends as well.
Right.
Yeah, and it's crucial when it comes to asking Charles to go and check.
Yeah.
That's the crucial point.
Look what Matt Reed says. He's giving you the shout out.
Social media game is on point. I'll post anything on any page and he likes it. Yeah, you're everywhere, mate. You're everywhere sharing the Solid Snake love. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Alright, moving on. Inuyasha, how's that doing? I remember, I forgot about that.
800 plus, wasn't it?
No, but that's so. Then I did a character poll.
You did a character poll?
I did a character. You didn't even know.
Well, let me look at the main poll first. 1.3k votes. Currently
920 now.
Yeah, 920 right now.
Right. So I did a poll.
Wow, Fantasy Star. Oh my god, that brings back memories. From Dan Devil.
Fantasy Star.
God, how many were there? There was quite a lot of Fantasy Star games. You remember Shining Force?
No.
It was on Mega Drive. It was one of those RPGs as well.
Sesshomaru number 1 at 456. Inuyasha, surprisingly, is not number 1. Is at 366. But overall, come back to me when there's 3 of them at 800 plus, and then we're talking.
What's the max? Oh, it's not that bad for the top one. When's it been up since? 17th, right? 17th of Feb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, you posted on Sunday, yeah?
Alright, of course. Fun day. I got JoJo's exactly split down the middle.
Ah, Matt Reed says, speaking of Metal Gear, whatever happened to those big snake busts you showed off years ago?
Yeah, it's in the works. It's in the works.
Did you?
Let's go, MAD. Let's do it. Let's do it. So there was a teehee that has for a while is stumped a lot of people on what it is, Chocks.
Which one?
The green thing.
Ah, yes.
Do you know what it is, Chocks?
Yeah, it was like Kermit the Frog, right? was it Hulk? Was it Shrek?
Right. Right. Do you know what it was? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it.
But I mean, do you know what it is?
I would have thought it's, that obvious.
What do you think it is?
Is it?
Hmm?
Yeah.
But the angle of it is like this.
Yeah, you must have turned it 180, then 90, then 360.
And then upside down and back to front. So if you look over here.
Why the guys are spending so long on that?
What?
On that?
What do you mean on that?
I keep seeing it's like keep changing that. This is like spending forever.
You must think it's so easy to just do it, right? Get on with it, guys! So it's like from this angle here. Aight? Cool, right?
That had to come from you.
Close!
Is it like that?
Huh?
Ah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It needs a bit more.
Yeah. You mean, yeah. But look at that.
What?
Oops. Oh, God. Just need to know that. That's little. It's alright from there. I think from the other side it needs to be a little bit more. But.
What the hell happened there?
Just the painting, yo. Does it look like we're going to make production like that? No.
Well,
Woo, the 3D renders like that. And
highlighting it.
It's going to be like that. Indeedy. So no one knows what it is with clarity, certainty, and understanding on what it is. Of course, if Jason Iron Man has been hired, whoever else has got to do it, they'll know it all. All behind a curtain. See it all.
Everything.
Oh, I know what that is. Ooh, behind the curtain. MAD, can you sculpt? Like, what are you doing over at Beanox?
Yeah, what did you major at?
Indeedy. So, one of the things that I have... one of the things that... So, hi, Alex, Chalks. I've not seen one of these in quite a while. Due mostly to work. Well, if it's not due mostly to work, what other possible reason is there? But we'll come back to that. What's happening with Super Shadow, Modern Amy Rose, Blaze the Cat, and Classic Amy Rose? Well, And is there any plans for more modern line characters such as Rogue, Eggman, Tails, and Knuckles? Right. How disappointed do you want to be? How many of these do you want me to reply to? First of all, I'm going to really look closely into Super Shadow. I'm going to look very closely into Modern Metal. I'll look into Modern Tails and Knuckles. Yeah, that's the sort of ones that I'm sort of really looking more closely into, I would say, at this stage. One of the things that I've been working on this week, and I am so happy with how this is going, finally, I'm beginning to pull the fog from my eyes. The downtime with the factory has really sort of helped me focus on stuff. And that is, how do I say this? I come to a nice one, MAD. Give me a nicely made statue. One of the things that I have never needed to do for... I've been in this game, Chock, since 03. Okay? So that is 16 years in the field. 15 of those... No, sorry. 12 of those,
you could have retired, just like Reggie.
But then what I would have to then if I retired then, Chocks, like earlier, right?
Yeah.
Then I would have to be buying like hair care product. You know, I'd have to style my hair because I'd fucking have some. And then the how do I say? I've never had to worry about who's doing what. Who's doing what is that person doing, what's going on with that person. It's been very much like, okay, it's myself, Kanako, and John in the company. We all did very, very separate things, and when I'm working with my freelance artists, it was very much like, okay, go ahead and let's make this character, right? So we're making that character, and then I'll be like, oh, it's been 5 days, hey, any updates, or whatever it may be, etc., etc. There wasn't that sort of urgency, that sort of intensity that really sort of needed, that I have now. And of course, a couple of differences. I think we probably launched 6 a year, 5, 6 a year, if we were lucky. And now we're trying to push to get a 26 a year. Realistically speaking, that involves a ton of new systems that I need to put in place that is scalable. The problem is, I was on myself, and I was working with freelancers, and then I hired Chris, and then Chris was working with freelancers, and just a little bit of that. It's just a bit of an extension of what I was doing. Then Buffy joined, and then the difference is we now have full-time 3D guys, and this works really, really well because a lot of the time it's like one person works on this part of the file, and then that person works on that part of the file, and there's a bit of back and forth, and a lot of that. So I actually now have 6 people that basically work on this stuff pretty much full time in this group of just 3D. Now what that means then is it's really, really easy to... I mean, I don't know how many... So look, check this out, Charles. I said I've been working on this. This is not even anywhere near finished in terms of the projects that we've got going on here. But just looking at this, right?
Finally, you can utilize this.
Yeah, the screen, right? It's really good for it as well.
Yeah.
So you can see we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Is that 30? 30.
Yeah, plus
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 14, 41. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 46 on here, and that's not even remotely close to... Because on this thing...
Where's the other 50 projects?
They're there. So if I show you under this... Like,
yeah.
I haven't even like gone to even start to go into this, right? So, for example, I've got here LSB, GSB, Snake, right?
Yeah.
You know, obviously.
Yeah. There you go, Matt Reed.
Yeah, that's on that list, etc., etc. So this is not even close to, and for example, like that.
Yeah.
And if we start adding in, so you know, there's a ton of stuff on this, right? That hasn't even none of that's even on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for example, that's not even on because that's at the physical stage. That's just the 3D stage. The physical stage, I mean, you just have to look at what we're working on. You know, there's, you know, I haven't written things like Skull Knight in there. Haven't written about that secret project. Link on, write a link. You know, this and that and that and this. None of that's on this. So there's easily 50 per 3D and 50, maybe not quite 50, maybe 30 in the physical sort of stage and all that sort of stuff.
All different stages.
Right, because on that,
then that initial development, then you have your main development.
Yeah. Right, exactly right. So all of that. The point is, I'm finally getting to the stage where I have something which is like a system that allows for it. And here's the key thing, right? Here's the key thing. It is the scalability of it. The fact is, if I need to hire concept artists, they can slot into, okay, I haven't quite tackled that yet, but we're sort of getting there. With concept artists, we can sort of slot that in. In fact, if you look at this...
Just make sure you don't make it public.
Indeedy.
I see the conversations you guys have.
Right. And yeah, that dude. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm keeping an eye on these things.
I didn't see you piping up. Yeah, keep an eye on it. I'm not saying anything is different. So it's really, the reality is having that system in place allows for me to scale it. If we need another concept artist in, we can stick them in and then we can work on those concepts. If I need another 3D guy to come and work rather than just, you know, freelancers are freelancers, but I'm talking about someone who needs to slot in and go within the system. That's going to be easy now. And likewise, I'm talking about project managers. We have Buffy and Chris, who are the project managers, and I want to hire another guy. That's going to be slottable in, and you're going to be able to see at any given moment who's doing what and working on what and making things stop falling through the cracks. Inefficiencies really was a highlight of 2018, and I said one of the things that I wanted to tackle this year was really getting systems in place. And it's not just this. I'm going to concentrate on this first, of course, but then it's going to be inefficiencies that's happening amongst the team. This person isn't coordinating with that person could have been working with that, but they just not, everyone has a ton of different things to work on this, work on that, but some of them are more urgent than others, and not knowing that or visually seeing that is what kills the efficiency here. So we really got to sort that out now. So it's definitely something that I'm happy that we're getting towards that stage where I have a robust system in place. Nana said they're absolutely all live. Two project managers for all of them. I manage 4 projects at a time, and that's chaos. Absolutely, it is. I'm sure it's very different, but you know, clearly they're going to need some support as we try to gear up to. Hey, it's fine to do the 18 a year, but we want to hit 26. We want to hit 36. We've got to get those resources into place. Sven, what about the remaining Breath of the Wild figures you teased in the Breath of the Wild link booklet? I would appreciate an update of it. Rider Link and Shaker Slate life size are both deep in development. Nana say, if you project manage, what do you use to project manage? Let me hear. What software do you use? Oh, I do it all on Excel. Every single interviewee that came in to do the child's job, right? It's like, how do you handle all these projects? Oh, Excel. It's like, oh, there's like some amazing technology that you don't know about, and here it is. I'm like, yeah, baby. No. Oh, Sav Cantus, it's been a while. How are you doing, my friend? I've seen this on it. Cody, where did you see it? Did you see it IRL? Oh, Jira and Basecamp, right? Jira is much more software, of course, and Basecamp, I never really. Show me it. Do me a little Skype chat, a little share your screen and show me the amazingness of it.
Oh, Basecamp.
Basecamp was like the OG one.
Jira's...
Yeah, it's much more software though, isn't it?
It's much more for bug tracking system if you're in the game industry.
JM Morim, soon-ish, for the gift cards. You're very welcome, Sven. Nice one, Cody. Nice one, Cody. Nice one, Kimberly. You sound like an amazing fiance. So, Matt Reed, we are absolutely going to be doing some conventions soon. Chocks.
Right. Yes. Oh my God. How long is it? How many weeks left? Is it 3 weeks?
God. Not enough time.
No, it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. Oh my God, what happens in this week? Yes, 2 weeks time. Oh my God, like Emerald City Con. 14th of March. There you go, guys. That's the one. That's the that's the upcoming one in 2 weeks time.
Have we even booked hotels and flights or anything like that?
That's what I wanted to discuss with you.
I don't think anyone saw Kanako about it.
Okay. Alright. Guys, you have a place you have a place near the convention we can bunk? Yeah, so alright then. Wow. Yes, 2 weeks time, that one. The original plan was also for ACG Hong Kong, Gamescom as well. And we had a little conversation, didn't we, earlier on tonight?
Bolo, the answer is I can see on YouTube. We have this chat, which you can actually see in the screen, which shows both Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Oh, more rum. Really? You sure?
Yeah, so very, very hectic right now, just trying to sort out that stuff for the convention. And yeah.
If invited, would you do smaller Comic Cons?
How small are we talking though? Because right now we obviously will want to go to the solid ones, the show winners, the top tier ones, and then
Edgar, it's been a while.
Gradually we want to grow towards the mid tier ones. You know, like let's say 100,000 visitors. You know, within our own capacity. But you know, who knows? 3 years, 4 years down the road, when we have a proper events team, they could represent the lower tier ones as well. Do everything. But again,
it all starts with you moving the bloody...
I'm like years ahead.
Yeah, it all starts though. It's like a fork in the road, and that fucking fork is, can you sort the fucking studio out, please, so we can fucking move these guys upstairs and expand the team. Because right now, I'm lucky that Enoch's got a little bit of space if he fucking even rechecks his emails.
It'll be fine because he's on a PC. He doesn't need a big massive screen to take.
He's gonna need a beast of a PC.
Yeah.
The beast. I mean, what I mean is he's gonna. I need a beast of a machine, and he can get this one.
Oh yeah. So now you need to upgrade that one again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my God! It was Mr. Bailey saying it's a long one.
Alex, I understand for you to make a character, it's got to make a lot of sense in terms of finances and how in demand the character is. Have you considered having customers coming to you for a character, making them the statue they're personally after? For me, I would obviously love one of each character that's possible to have a complete set of the characters for that franchise. Is that something you could do? Well, first of all, if I was to make something for you, one-off, I'm pretty sure, assuming that we have the license, we would have to obviously run that by the licensing team. And that's a lot of work for one piece that they need to get a royalty for as well. That's the first thing. The second thing is if there isn't a license, then no, absolutely not. We would never do that. That is, of course, that's in the realms of customs, and it's not something that we would do. If I would just make one for you, a one of a kind, we got the license, then say they all agree to all of that. How much would you be willing to pay for that one piece, one of a kind, for you? I would love to hear. If it's, you know, a nice amount, maybe I'll consider it. I would love to hear that. Would your team be interested in a marketing manager? This is you question, Chocks.
Well, from Andy Prentice, yes. Would your team be interested in a marketing manager for USA? Someone who can travel all through the year between conventions and marketing FRF statues and figures. That's more like an events guy rather than...
Wait, no. He's saying in between conventions.
Nah, why?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Do you mean an events guy who'd be traveling to all the events?
Do you mean...
Yeah, do you mean 100% focus on the events?
Yeah.
If you want a marketing guy, you have to 100% focus on marketing. You can't do like one marketing wearing different hats.
I heard Alex was offered big money for prototype statues at conventions and turned it down every time.
What?
Oh, yeah, you mean at the show, at the conventions. Like, I don't have any issues like people buying the statues at the show, because that prototypes is different from making one off. Indeedy. So, what would an event? What would you? Who was asking that?
What?
Who was the one who was asking about a marketing manager? What would you do, my friend? Andy, what would you be doing? Alrighty, Chocks, let's go.
Right. Temptation Thursdays. Right, Temptation Thursdays. Right, last week's Temptation Thursday was Monster Rancher. The Monsters. Guys, 249 votes in total. 177 said no. 72 says yes. What happened to those guys that rallied on Sunday?
Yeah, there was it was like 200 likes.
It was a lot. It was a lot. But hey, I made the poll. It didn't show. But it's there. It's there. If you want to come back and rally, it's there.
Chan Smith, and you actually look sweet. And then I did a character poll. Then it looked.
All right, then. This week's Apex Legends. You know, the hype. Topic still being brought up every single day on the internet. Currently at 358 votes in total. 319 says no. 39 says yes. And then we had like, oh, it's not the right character.
Yeah, you choose Lamo again.
Alex! You gotta do another TT.
Keep choosing Lamo. Why didn't you use Pathfinder?
Check it.
Okay.
Oh, Pathfinder. You like the robot thing, yeah?
I'm just saying that's probably the one that has some Titanfall crossover.
Yeah, that was kind of like my choice as well.
So why did Shaggy choose the Lamo? You haven't played it yet, have you?
I had a chance.
I'm so shit at it.
Really?
Unbelievable. But he's like,
it's not really your type of game, though, is it?
What are you talking about?
As in, like, it's not something that you play often. Yeah.
Fragging your ass in Doom. You keep forgetting, right?
Do that as well.
You keep forgetting about that, don't you?
What?
I fragged your ass in Doom all the time. You don't remember that, do you?
After practicing for like 3 to 4
months.
Doesn't
matter. It's just that you keep forgetting about that.
That's a very, very fair playing field.
Right.
Yeah, I would have gone for that as well.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I would have gone for that as well. Hey, but you know, I don't.
It's got a chappy look to it, hasn't it?
I retired from TTs a while back now.
Yeah. All the hate mail you would get. Oh, you choose Lamo for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Who else did you choose Lamo for?
I'm creating content, creating conversations.
Right.
I'm bringing all the people.
Indeedy.
Release your stress.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So Apex Legend TT.
Mr. Yak, I'm pretty sure we did do Toe Jam and Earl as a TT.
Yes. And congrats to the guys. I think, 10 days left until the launch of the Toe Jam and Earl new game. Looking forward to that. Okay, so next week's TT. Anime. Noragami.
Morning, Zach. Next week's is Norigami, yeah?
Yes.
Let us know if you're itching at the yes trigger as soon as you see that TT.
Oh, so Andy on YouTube.
Oh, so he actually just means going to the conventions.
Yeah, events guy.
An events guy. So like taking the statues, like almost like a traveling convention, like stick it up. You know, it's almost like you book. You know, could we actually say that? We will spend the money on hiring one person who's based out in the States. He has a one booth setup, right? Which we can make, right?
Oh, okay.
Like you say, a single booth, right?
Right.
And it's not about selling shit. It's just about displaying stuff, right? Every single convention in the US, they go to it, and they're gonna have some like really dirt cheap ones, right? Because there's gonna like 10,000 people to it or whatever. And then they have a pre-made booth that they go. It's simply that all the booths are the same size, 20 foot by 20 foot, right? Whatever it is, yeah. And that's what they do the whole time. Do you see any what's the word, benefit in that?
There's always benefit in some way or form, but is it the right timing right now for that?
What difference is the timing?
Because
make?
there's like, even I think one person doing that, traveling around, I don't think that's enough. I think if we were to do that, we got to be substantially big enough where we have a good half a dozen guys, because conventions overlap. There could be different conventions running at the same time.
Of course you wouldn't go to overlapping ones. You go to the bigger of the two. You go for the big, but you would go, all right, but that's like, the thing about that is though, to make that make sense, you got to schedule, okay, between this week and this week, you got to like get there. And it's almost like a continuous, like, who was it? We were at NYCC and one of the guys, in fact, Zach knows probably more about this. Zach, how many conventions do you go to with Galaxy Toys, right? It's quite a few of those, but there was another guy who I saw or whatever. And he said he went to like 46 weeks a year was at a convention.
Just himself?
No, I mean they had a huge, but that was basically what they were doing. But that's the difference between like selling stuff. This is just like, if the goal of this is just simply to show stuff,
right?
Like here's like,
why not have more more manpower, like foot power on, like however we want to term it?
Because I'm talking about bang for buck here. I'm talking about investing. So
if
one person can do it with a small booth, or one by and he's doing it all he's doing is he's got a booth that we've already made up, and it's rinse and repeat. It's just a booth that is like pre-made.
Yeah, but I just think that one is like, it's not really going to make an impact.
Of course, it's not going to make a big impact. Like, but you're going to every single one.
Let's say at every different state.
I reckon it will make a bit of an impact.
I'm just thinking, like saying that I don't know, whatever coast or how many different states. What's the average of X amount of cons per week?
How many cons?
Yeah, how many cons per week?
Say 46.
46 per week.
We do most of the bigger ones, and he does 20 a year. We don't do the tiny ones though. But we're just not. We're not trying to do the big ones necessarily. In this scenario, it's like hitting every single one every single time. When I say every single one, I just mean one a week, right? Just say one a week, for example. But it's a pre-made booth. We get it done in China, right? So here's the banners. We all know what you do, and on there you have prototypes, eight resins, and of course once you've done it once, you're going to be able to like put it up.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, like, why just one per week? Why not have multiple agents?
Why on earth would you try and go and run before you even just doing the first one? Don't even know if it works, and if you get any feedback or any impact on that.
Well, you said you're not selling anything.
Correct.
So how can you how can you what's the word?
Measure it.
Yeah.
So why throw thousands of people at doing it?
I'm saying thousands.
Well, why more than one if one person can handle it all? In terms of, if all we're asking
handle
is
multiple conventions. Let's say, okay, what about 2 decent small ones happening at opposite ends of the country?
Okay, well, obviously you have one person.
How does it take this person to go all the way to the other side? Do I have to like wait half a year or wait until next year's?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm just thinking maybe like one in Canada, one in US, one in Asia, one everywhere.
What I'm trying to say is, if you trial it somewhere and it works, because it's a pre-made booth and and we're not trying to sell anything, it's just we expect to see photos.
It will work no matter what because you're doing advertising no matter what.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like how like
the problem is that you got to have someone that you totally trust to do it, etc., etc., and obviously they're representing the brand, etc., etc., all that sort of good stuff. But Kimberly says go big or go home. Not in this scenario. When we go out to the shows, we usually go to a bigger one. I mean, I think Emerald City is probably one of the lower ones, but we're just doing it because it's in Nintendo's backyard and we can sort of tie that into saying hello over there, etc., etc. We can help you with that since we take Sprinter vans to shows. You wouldn't have to fly a booth and fly, having Galaxy Toys to take us and have a little FRF section, help invest in you sort of just stick all the prototypes in your thing. How we talked my doing it with Jeff at NY. Did you? Is that what you said, JB? Would you be able to take off time off selling dick things? I mean, excuse me. Damien says he'd quit his job and be the UF Con ambassador as well. Appreciate it. Interesting things, there's lots of opportunities out there, Chocks. Alrighty. We've done all those TTs. Yeah. Hashtags.
Winners. Hashtag
Let's
FRF.
do it.
Whoops. From last week's stream. 3 winners were chosen.
Here we go. R W P S H P double P W R H S. Have you got 2 of those? Let us know if you're in it for a chance to win 500 reward points chosen at random. RSP PWH. RSP PWH. Here we go. Winner number 1. Ricky Pullinger. Sean Wiggett, who I know is a massive Sonic fan, and Patrick Hartman. Congratulations. One more time. Ricky Pullinger.
Ooh, where did it go? There you go.
Sean Wiggett and Patrick Hartman. Congrats, 500 war points. You will be hit up this week's hashtag FRFMGSSD for a chance to win 500 war points chosen at random. Hashtag FRFMGSSD for a chance to win 500 war points chosen at random. Alrighty, Q&A. I'm gonna go for my wee. I was gonna say, Chocks. I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping there's gonna be blood when I come back.
Easy.
King of the Ring soon. It's King of the Ring now, isn't it? King of the Ring.
King of the Ring first.
Yeah, baby.
Alright guys, just a quick reminder that tonight is the reservation pre-order for Metal Gear Solid Snake SD. hope you guys look forward to that. If you guys saw that at Gamescom, yes, those are exactly the same. So we will show everything in detail again. Hey Liam. Hey Lorna. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Right, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that, Nana say. I'm not going to read the King of the Ring just yet until Alex is back. I want to be surprised at the same time. Hey JM, pre-ordering on day one is how we get the day one coin, right? Nope. If you reserve or pre-order Snake SD from tonight after the stream, you have up until next week, the entire week, to pre-order, and then next Friday will be the validation day, and you need to validate during that stream or 24 hours after we've gone the validation on that day, and then you will get your day one signature edition. Hey Liam, price hasn't been revealed, but if you do a quick search on our Gamescom pictures on the main page, you will find that there are images and pricing for Snake there. It's pretty much exactly the same that was set at Gamescom, so we're going to repeat the whole thing again tonight. Hey Victoria, wow, new PC.
Got VC in the house, VQ.
VC with her new PC.
VQ. What's up, VQ?
Hey Eric.
What's up, Eric? Alright, let's do this. I can't wait.
Are you ready? I haven't read anything.
I hope there's blood. I don't want any spoiler alerts. Let's do it.
I haven't read anything. I'm just making sure. Alright. King of the Ring Tournament 3 Week 6.
Come on.
Summary. 6 weeks. Ooh. Previous battle recap. The 5th battle of round 1 between Spyro, Resin and Link on Epona has ended with the highest number of total votes of this tournament.
Woo!
The results are as follows. The vote count for the 5th round 1 battle was 2.5k votes. Not bad, not bad. Alright, 2.5k votes. Link on Epona wins with 1.7k votes. Spyro achieved a whopping 749 votes, thus ranking higher than the previous top-ranked round 1 losing statue Meta Knight. 11 entrants predicted this outcome correctly. 2 entrants have been eliminated.
How many?
2.
Previously, yeah.
Okay.
1 second. James Bailey, that's something I've talked about before, about if we were to do a niche character that we would ask them to pay more money for those early adopters, and then if we hit a certain amount we would reduce it and give them a refund. That's definitely something that we have talked about, but it's quite difficult to, how's the word, to implement in it's not really something that's on my radar right now in terms of trying to implement something like that. Sorry, Chocks, over to you.
No, that's alright. Okay. Alright guys, just to give you a quick reminder of the current rankings of the previous statues, winners and losers, alright? So currently on 16th place is Arwing, 15th is Ryo Hazuki. 14th is Mugen. 13th place is Meta Knight. And 12th place is Spiral Resin. Okay, current battle. The 6th round 1 battle is now underway between Crash Bandicoot PVC and Phazon Suit Samus. Alright, the current vote count as of 13:05 GMT was, with a current total of 1.5k votes, Phazon Suit Samus well in the lead with 983 votes. Crash PVC losing with 498 votes.
So the 498 will put him in 15th place. Interesting.
Okay. Prediction analysis. After analyzing the predictions, it was found that originally, before any eliminations, 75.93% of the total valid entries predicted Crash to win. When comparing this to the predictions of the remaining valid entries, this percentage has dramatically altered to 72.73%, predicting a Phazon victory. There are 12 outcomes for this week's battle. However, as Phazon has surpassed the vote count of all current losing statues and Crash has currently surpassed Arwing's vote count, 6 of these outcomes are now impossible. These now impossible outcomes have resulted in 3 preliminary eliminations.
Blood!
Guys, I've got to recommend to check out this week's picture that Nana Sade made. It actually makes sense. It's like, I can see Nana Sade improving that picture every week. Like
Which
week
picture?
by, the picture at the bottom.
I haven't seen it.
You know, all the outcome stuff.
Right.
Yeah. It's much better now, Nana Sade. It makes a lot of sense now.
Okay.
You know, it's nicely, cleanly labelled with plenty of legends at the top. You know, color coded. You know,
I
blues
see.
and
Will
whites
be
and
eliminated.
blues.
I see a lot of red.
Yes, will advance with the green. Will be eliminated with the red bars. Look at that, highlighted with the impossible outcome. So, all we need to concentrate is the orange text, the current outcome. See, now that is how you do a bar chart.
Oh, can we just stop the? Can we just stop all the counts now?
So I'm not going to go through all that outcome possibility and all that stuff, because like you said, there's like 12 of them, isn't there? There's quite a lot. 12 outcomes. So how many? As the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll look at the picture first.
Go to the conclusion is what you need to read.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Ugh.
Wait, hold on, go back, because that's if obviously Phazon's gonna win, so we know that if Phazon's gonna win,
yeah. So we
Yeah,
ignore the
look at
top.
those-
Yeah.
yeah.
Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outcomes from Crash
it's
is
not gonna happen because he's never gonna win, right?
ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna win.
So if Phazon Suit wins,
So 6 possible outcomes for the Phazon suit, right? One of them is totally impossible because it would mean Crash needs to be it's less than Arwing.
right?
Unless,
which is already
unless you guys
happened.
start unvoting, right?
No, you can't. Oh yeah, right, right.
Alright. And then 100% Crash more than Spyro would be eliminated as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the next percentage of people that advancing would be 36.30.
It's a really good picture.
Yeah.
Let's read out his.
It's a very, very good
conclusion.
picture this time. Yeah.
But this, I'm loving what I see so far.
All right. The conclusion. This week's battle has split the remaining predictions into groups of 2 to 4
He
entrants.
says read the outcomes that aren't 100% elimination. So if you go and look at the not 100% eliminations, go back down and click on that, and you'll be able to see if you look at these three.
Yeah, these three that are not 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 9, 10, 11. Crash more than Rio, but less than Mugen. See, I understand that now. Yeah? 18.18%.
We'll get through.
We'll go through.
81%.
Yep. Oh, and then the outcome number 10, Crash more than Mugen, but less than Meta Knight. Again, it's the same percentage.
81% eliminated.
And then the next one that has a higher chance,
Boom.
36.36%, is Crash more than Meta Knight, but less than Spyro.
If that is the outcome, then 36. But basically, I'm looking really between 82% and 63% fatalities this week. This is what I love. Love. But how many actual people will that be? We'll see.
Alright, so conclusion. This week's battle has split the remaining predictions into groups of 2 to 4 entrants. This split... Alright guys, don't send your CVs now. This split has increased the odds of surviving this week's battle, with 4 of the 12 outcomes covered. But it has also drastically reduced the number of remaining entrants that can possibly advance to the next week's battle. So far this week, we have seen Phazon Suit take the lead right from the get-go, with a now unlikely chance for Crash to make a comeback. This has resulted in Melissa Murtaugh,
Bye-bye.
Chantal Goldsmith,
Sorry.
and Stefan Gunther being preliminarily eliminated this week.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Currently, Crash has only achieved enough votes to surpass R-Wing, leaving all remaining entrants of being in danger. However, with Crash votes count steadily increasing, it is likely that he will soon overtake Rio. If this happens, the tournament will continue on to next week's battle, a bit with very few remaining entrants. So we'll be 4, 2 or 0 entrants advancing to next week's battle, and one step closer to the 12k points up for grabs.
So wait, hold on.
So it's either 4, 2 or none at all.
So there's only 4 people left?
So again, as always, the question is put towards you and me. What are your thoughts and predictions on next week's battle, when we shall see Solid Snake versus Spike Spiegel?
First of all, finish off, sorry, Chocks.
Do you agree with 97% of the club who initially predicted Solid Snake to win? Voting remains open for this week's battle until Wednesday, 27th of February. So make sure to vote, and best of luck.
First of all, you make a really, really bold assumption that there's gonna be a battle next week. Because if everybody gets eliminated, there will be no more battles. I would definitely say that Snake would be the one to take it. But what do I need for there to be full eliminations? I need for there to be...
the current outcome.
Well, there's 3 outcomes that I can get full eliminations, right?
Well, that's...
The current outcome is less than...
Crash more than R-Wing, but less than Rio.
So let me have a look at the numbers. How many is Crash on right now? Crash is like 498, yeah. And it needs to be... It needs to be...
more than R-Wing, but less than Rio.
So it's got to... Don't go with more than R-Wing. Don't go... More than R-Wing it is, but less... So don't hit 533 and everyone's gone. What's it on now?
It was 498.
Oh, easy. Only 33 votes.
Alright, Nana, say, go and share that poll in the Shenmue group. Go and share that poll into all the Shenmue groups.
But then they won't let it. They won't vote for him then. They won't vote for Crash.
Oh.
Oh my god, can we just stop the thing right now? Oh, so 20 votes away. Not 20, it's more than 20 votes. It's 33 votes. Oh, unless it's changed the number now. Ugh. Hoping everyone's out.
Jason's asking the real questions. Who are the 4 people left?
Yeah, let's do it, Chocks.
Yeah, who are the 4? I don't know.
Week 6 remaining entrants. Oh, we already, they're already eliminated, but let's say them all.
So, who was eliminated?
I think Stefan, Melissa Murtaugh,
and Chantal, wasn't it?
Chantal, right?
Chantal, okay. Yeah. So, Budsy.
Still in it to win it. Good luck, my friend.
Jennifer Johnson.
Good luck.
Rose Passeri.
Don't like that, Chocks.
Alright.
Jamie
Bailey. Yeah.
Jamie Bailey. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Scott Day, Alessio Bucci, Yvonne Horrocks, and Patrick Bear.
Rose already got a lot of points last time round.
Right.
Feel like everyone's next time just gonna look at whatever she posts and post the same thing. Should there be hidden posts next time?
Hidden posts.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Nana. Say shout out to you. Thank you very much for doing that. It's going to be an interesting one, no doubt.
Oh, the people that will advance are listed in the outcomes. Really? In the outcomes. Ah, done it that way.
So let's get.
So. Okay, the current outcome. So it was like outcome 9, 10, and 11. So. If it was outcome 9, Jennifer Johnson and Rose Pissiri will go through. Outcome 10, it will be Scott Day and Patrick Bear. Outcome 11 would be Moore. It would be Bud, Jamie, Alessio, and Yvonne.
Cool.
Whew. Very in depth.
Absolutely.
Jeff Gallimore, I won 500 points last week or week before. Thanks again, guys. Third time still hoping for me.
Well done.
Well done.
Alrighty, kicking off the Q&A, the lore. What has been the most challenging stat you've worked on? Guts. What statue's been the easiest to work on? Pac-Man. When can I see the prototype of the LED color changing beam trooper from MP2? Have a little patience. Ronald Jacobs, what are you planning after Mario and Yoshi in the Mario line? What do you guys want to see? Donkey Kong? Luigi? I haven't really thought about it. Damien Bell, what challenges do STPBCs hold over TFs and vice versa? Do you have a preference? I think retail generally prefer TFs over SDs. So I guess it's a little something for everyone. I think there's it's not really been what we've really done for the SDs out there. I think just I think it's also to do with the characters that we've chosen, the highly detailed characters. We haven't dumbed that down in terms of the details. So I don't really know if anybody else really does that. Sort of maintains that sort of high detail in a kind of caricature style. I'm not too sure.
Do more.
I prefer the ones that sell the best. Elias Sabuchi, since Spyro PVC exclusive has sparks on it, will PVC Amaterasu have Ison? Nope.
Hey, JM, you said any thoughts of adding sound effects to your figures in addition to LED lights?
We've done that.
We've done that with the...
I mean, the Aku.
The large Aku
Life
mask.
size Aku.
Yes.
You put your... If you go near it, it has a motion sensor and it goes... Thank you.
It goes, jump on a wait list.
That's pretty good. What you should do is it goes ugura boogura like 100 times, and then 101st time it goes jump on a wait list. Yeah, but wait a sec, wait a sec, and then they're gonna go no, wait a sec.
Do it 100 times, so it goes like very random.
That's very good. Jump on a wait. I like it.
Troy Blair on the stream, and
I'm not even gonna look at what he's asking. I'm just gonna say nope. Troy Blair, nope. Not yet. Gabriel Indriago. How long does it take to get a license? How long is a piece of string? They vary from... You know, we've been talking to some licenses for I don't even know how long. And some that... It really can vary a lot. But if you get to the point where the people both want to do it, I would say 6 months. Paperwork, legals, back and forth.
It could be very, very quick as well. Like, say we went for that license, and then all of a sudden, oh, they're offering that license. It's like instant. Like that could be another scenario.
Sure. Hendrik Rip, what is Guts' status? The thoughts on that is Guts is being the final pre-production samples are being made, and when I have that ready, I will show you guys all the changes. I sort of initially showed you, but there's some changes that's to be done. What are your thoughts on the Inuyasha character pool? Jake Mayer, no questions this week. Just want to wish you guys good luck on your travels and ECC. Hope everything goes well. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much. Salim Desha. When will you start shipping Crash? Depends on your location, but he's pretty much out there. Nadine Martin, I just wanted to ask, with Solid Snake SD PVC, which are Super Snow for, what was the reasoning for the flames on the base? We will get back to you on that when we do the information on that. Michelle Kessel, if you announce a new resin, will you always let us know beforehand if a PVC of said statue will get made? Absolutely. We will always let you know, vice versa, if a PVC is going to have a resin or a resin is going to have a PVC. At the time that the first of the two goes up for pre-order, we want to make sure that you have all the information that you need to have at the right time. Are PVCs of already existing released resins a thing that you would consider, or rather make a PVC with their own design from scratch? When we can, we would do it completely different. Where we can't, there's reasons why we can't.
That face of yours.
Elaine Kennett. Oh, Jesus. See more.
Oh my god. Effort. Awesome.
Hi, Alex and Chokes. Hope you both well.
Very good. Thanks.
I've been running half of Super Shadow. Elaine, I've seen you be rallying for a lot of the Sonic stuff, so, you know, thank you very much for that. He's, you know, he's done alright. He was 700 or something plus, so I'm definitely looking into that. So, in terms of modern Amy, I put up a picture and I was a little bit underwhelmed by... don't get me wrong, I've seen you and others really pushing for that. Michael Bonaheg, you know, I've seen that and I really appreciate that, but it's...
Hey, she's on the stream. Yo! Elaine!
Elaine! Yeah, so, but it's just a little bit...
Sarah, after the stream.
It's like really pushing it. Like, what I mean is like, it's not natural excitement. And when I put it up there, I feel like it would be a risk to keep on going with it. So for me, I would probably just pause her, and whether or not Kickstarter becomes a thing is how I feel. The thing is, I don't feel like we would get 600 orders with her, and that's the problem. And really, the benchmark for any of our pieces really needs to be 600 units. That's my concern. I mean, you see we're working on 40 to 50 different items. I just make something that I think is going to be more likely to hit those numbers. Now, I think Super Shadow would do better than that. So it's the reason why I would look sort of more closely into that. I don't know. Yeah.
I would love to see where we get to a point where, you know, 6 or 7 out of 10 projects will do really, really well, but we can still cater for those guys that, like, we only make 500 pieces, or, you know, to that point.
500 pieces, okay, it's close enough. But if you get like the...
But you know, we have to, because with the X amount of resources that we need to bring on, we need a lot more big hitters.
That's the problem, guys.
We need a lot more big hitters so we can keep on doing those niche licenses.
You know, the game that we're playing now is a lot different to the scope it was before, when it was just myself, John, and Kanako for 12 of the 16 years we've been doing this. 300 units, alright. 400 units, okay. It's not like that now. We have like 35 plus people going through more hiring. It's going to hit 40 in the next you know, I'm trying to keep it pace with my birthday, right? But that's the hard reality, and things that when I was 3 people in the group, in the team versus 40, it's just, I can't do it. It's not just, oh, I'll just make it. And there is real risk involved that if we do too many of those like that, it's going to really, you know, you can figure that out, right? You can really figure that out, and that's the reality. I would love to do the niche ones if it didn't, as long as it meant that still everybody at the end of the month get paid. I don't want to hear people going and saying stuff on social media, oh, FRF hasn't paid me because they can't afford it. You know, that will breed its own panic in the community, of course. People put a lot of money with us and they trust us with the pre-orders, the monies that they're paying on the FlexiPay. There's a ton of responsibility there that I can't just sweep under the carpet, because I can't just ignore on the off chance that we might sell 600 units. We really need to be hitting those quite clearly. And if I feel, based on the temperature of and I know it's going to be disappointing to you, I know, Elaine, that you've been really rallying for that character and all of the other Sonic stuff, but I really have to make that hard gamble to say, and the reality is, every single time we make a single piece, we have no frigging idea how well that piece is going to do. And if it doesn't perform how it's supposed to perform, okay, fine, we take the hit. The next one, hopefully it will do more than 600 and we'll get a buffer. But if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, that's when I start getting worried. And touch wood, it hasn't been that, but I think it's also to do with smart choices of the pieces that we've been making. And, you know, example with law cancellation, that really that's painful. No ifs or buts. And that's the reason why we need to expand the company to do more launches a year in order to build up the buffer. So, you know, that is really business 101. And I know it's not what you want to hear, because I know you're a massive fan of that. But that's what I've got to bank. I've got to bank on how is the financial return on this one piece going to, how far is this going to go to keep the lights on, basically. That's basically it. So you know, I didn't mind the teaser you've made, but I've seen some other suggestions, and you know, I'm not really going to invest more resources in something that I don't feel is going to be, you know, I know Victor was like, oh, if you don't do this pose, no one's going to buy it. That's not really how it works. And, you know, I used to, you know, we say we gamble and we don't know how many pieces are going to be. We thought we were going to figure that out. Warpstar Kirby is a great example of, hey, 500 people said they were going to buy it and then they didn't, right? And that all of a sudden made me scale back my belief in anything to do with any of those polls. Of course, I always took them with knowing that they weren't hard data, but of course it would be indicative of what's going on. But actually, they're actually not very reliable at all. And as a result, again, we have zero idea, Chocks, right, of how something is going to perform. Thanks, Elaine. I appreciate you understanding that. As I said, I've done a lot of work on it. I would love for me to go. I mean, there's examples where I've put up, you know, we've made Riala. She's sitting there. She is sitting there, painted. You can go for pre-order tomorrow. But based on the TT numbers, I went, I'm not going to invest. You know, I've done the 3D. I've made the, but I've just not done it because it's gonna take time away from these guys. Now, is it different if it was just me and we're only doing 6 projects a year? Fine, no problem. I'll throw it up there. But I'm not going to ask the team to work on something that I don't think will sell enough pieces to make them, because you know how much effort goes into making the marketing and you know all of that sort of stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, so you know, you actually said that as well. Something what James Bailey also mentioned, which was the whole idea of doing the niche things, and maybe that's one of the things. We sell it much higher than we would normally, and lower it down if we get enough supporters. We talked about that before. It's great in theory. It just sounds quite tough from a back-end point of view, but I love that idea personally, and it would make me more willing to do it, I guess, to a certain extent. You know, it's definitely something. It's definitely something that sounds great on paper, and I'm sure it would be quite cool practically, but it's so. My mind, I have 50 projects that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, what's the. Yeah, I mean, it's like better to just try and have the ones that are going to do the 600 or whatever it needs to be, from the beginning. I don't know. Look, I understand that for those that are big fans of more niche products or niche licenses is not really what you want to hear, but I just wanted to show you what it's like from this side of the desk. Stefan, can we have extra points on FF today? My points are an odd number, and an even amount is. My OCD, every 5 days, I look at it and it ends me with a 9. An extra point. 401 you want. Sorry, what is it? 101. Jesus. 101. Didn't I do like a sucks to be you 1 FRF point or something? I think I might have done that. What I can ask is how many people have odd or evens? Mark Johnston, saw a new All Might pick, which was super exciting. Will this be available in Europe? Thanks for the support on that. The answer is I have nothing to say about that for now. Unfortunately. Giovanni called Morio, when are we going to see the Guts update that went into effect? Well, the answer is sooner rather than later. I know the factory is just coming back to work, so sooner I should get that up and running, and then we can go into production with that. And the next pre-order is Snake SD. If Capcom, Ryan Markovich, if Capcom never budges on allowing characters from Resident Evil, would you be open to monsters only? I personally would prefer the monsters anyways. Why don't we do a character poll? Hannes Shinago, has From Software signed off on the RT bust? The answer to that is we have to send it to them. We haven't sent it to them because it's been in our warehouse in China, and now the team just got back. They now need to prepare to send it off, so they haven't been sent it yet. How's Grey Fox coming along? Slowly but surely. Any estimate when you'll be up for PO? No, not just yet. Herman Otten, any news on the card holders that were shown and after feedback on months ago? It would be neat for branded ones. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's get right on it, Chocks. Just mention it to me next week, yeah, when Charles, when Charles is there. Jonas Voigt, hello, Lovely's question. I know Chinese New Year put the whole production under pause.
Oh, did you miss the
I did.
Predano.
I did. But I was just curious to hear if you have any knowledge about whether winners for the Full Metal Blu-ray competition will be notified.
Hey, what are we looking at? Who are you reading from?
Jonas.
Oh, you're going to go
back? Yeah, I'm going to go back to it, yeah.
Sorry, what was the question from Jonas? The Blu-ray ones, yeah? All sorted out. We bought some brown shipper boxes. So we're just wrapping them up, put them in the brown shipper box and just get them sent out.
Lemon squeezy. Fred Arnold. Solid Snake's statue base was inspired by the game, by which game location? It was just hanging around out on the outside. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of environments. Tell us more about Grey Fox work in progress. When will you take my money? It's alright. It's alright, yeah. More information when we have that information, yeah. Celine Dallas, any Zelda news? No. Justin Kennedy, have you ever thought about doing your own original IP? Making your own character?
Give this guy a backstory, guys. Give him some sort.
Why is he so pissed off? How did he get on the throne?
Yeah.
Was I on there before? Is that the backstory? There's another little bit around the back where I'm like dead.
It started off nice FRF blue, and then it went off. It all faded out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Liam, I forgot to ask, did you guys have a great Chinese New Year? Did you have a good Chinese New Year?
Inefficiencies are being dealt with. So, yeah, I think it was kind of, yeah. I'm happy with how this has sort of gone. I've got my head wrapped around it. I've got a clear path. There's a lot of work to be done, but I know what to do.
Oh, Rose is on the stream. Hey, Rose.
Rose Passeri. Nice. Hopefully next week, though, it's going to be a new set of a new one. Making up your own characters, universe, producing statues. Maybe work with an indie game company to produce a game based off of original characters. Well, that is something that I would love to do. That would be the ultimate, to make our own game It's always something that I've wanted to do, but in the meantime, what is going on? Earthworm Jim. Don't make me make Dirtworm Tim. Lauren Morrow, would you guys ever make a PVC of Lara Croft from the Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Probably not, because Gaming Heads is good friends with us and we wouldn't want to step on their toes. Also, do you think we'll get a Warp Star Kirby by the end of the year? Yes, 100%. In fact, is Warp Star Kirby over there right now?
Yeah.
I just want to bring it over just to show them some updates.
Yeah, I wanted to have...
What?
Which one?
I pass over the new one.
Is this
That's the new one, yeah.
Ooh.
Is it heavy?
No, it's fine. Not like snake heavy.
It's not snake heavy.
Not snake heavy.
Alright. So, do you want to turn that bad boy on, Chocks?
Oh.
Yeah, that. Okay, so that's the always on mode. Alright. And then we have a...
You ready?
Yep. You can see that little twinkly stars all the way around. Now, they made a mistake thinking that we wanted for it to be flashing like that, which is obviously a mistake. We don't want the actual warp star itself to be flashing. So it will not do that. That will, only the stars will be flashy.
So these will be flashing, that will be always on, yeah?
Yeah. That will be always on. Like that. Oh, hi. Rose likes Kirby. Nice one. I thought you just like winning points on King of the Ring. Uncle Scabs, Monster Hunter Poll has actually hit. What? Oh, you see, you cry wolf enough times. I'm not going to believe you then. I better go check her. Can we get an official character poll based on the top 10 of the unofficial poll a few days ago? Why wouldn't we just do it on the top 10? Why not just do it all? Open it up. Also, when will media be up for pre-order? No idea. Scott Dennison, how many batches are expected of Variosuit? UK will have its own single batch. Chase Sampson, 3 points. Rachel Quirion, will there be a Yu Yu Hakusho line? Nothing to report there. James Tesk, any updates on Silver exclusive batch 2? Yeah, I think they're working on it. I haven't heard anything on it recently either. You converted months ago, okay. If no updates, which factory which factory will that be at to know what's... Oh no, it's being concurrently made at the... What factory? What are they making? Ami LSB, I think. Is Mariyoshi coming in the next month? You've been teasing it a lot recently, which makes you think it's basically ready for pre-order. Sooner rather than later, I would say. What would you need to do further to further convince you to do some items that you've gotten support from polls you seem hesitant on? Primarily talking about Amy Rose. We've shown multiple times with older polls and newer like counts with support hesitant to advance. Yeah, the problem is the number of people. It's not high enough. That's why I'm hesitant on it. For that reason I talked to you about with Elaine Kennedy. Chris Hildebrand Jr. Hey Alex, just wanted to thank you guys again for making Solid Snake resin. He looks fantastic. I can't stop going over all the details. Looking forward to ordering Snake SD to go with him. Much appreciated. Please consider doing Revolve Ocelot for their MGS line. It wouldn't be complete without him. I appreciate the feedback on that. Thank you very much for the support and noted on your love for Revolver. JM Morum. Chocks.
Oh, JM, yeah. I believe Chuck said that Kingdom Hearts is on hold right now until everyone has had a chance to play or something like that. Oh, you mean it's on lockdown because of the games just come out? The admins made a post in the club saying that I think it's going to be, what's it?
Is it a month off?
It's a month. I believe it's a month.
Has it been a month yet? Probably not.
No, sometime in March. Yeah, early March or something.
Right, so soon.
Yeah, it's probably pinned on. It's actually pinned in the announcements.
Sure.
Yeah. Any chance of us getting some Sora figures in the future, like maybe Mermaid Sora with Ariel or Lion Sora next to a Simba? Wow. Disney stuff there, huh? Rally on Sunday. Let us know. I guess you can't really rally Kingdom Hearts 3 because it's on lockdown right now, right? So, right. I guess you can rally Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 on a Sunday fun day. Yeah. That's been out for like God knows how long, over 15 years or so. So yeah, just wait a little bit longer. Wait until like March. Actually, let me double check the announcements. So on the announcements, Kingdom Hearts 3 is on lockdown. Yeah, blackout notice until when? 1st of March.
Boom.
There you go.
1 week.
Yeah. One more week. Then keep on rallying Kingdom Hearts 3 on a Sunday.
Mark Johnson, I'm loving my snakes. I can't wait for Psycho Mantis. How's Mantis doing? So he is... Now that Alucard Factory is wrapping up Alucard, he's next. So I should start seeing some movement on that. Are there plans for a statue after Grey Fox? Sure. Absolutely. Nermin Mahutovic. Will Grey Fox be the next PO in the Resin Life MGS? Is there any other characters in the works already behind the scenes? And will it be MGS 1? I'm working on that bust. LSB, GSB Codex, baby. Joel Pedro. If Sonic TF going to be in an action position? Maybe. Maybe no. Maluz Moral. How much will Okami PVC be? 99.99. Brenton Freely, I know you're busy, but just a reminder about updating the Gruntilla and Mumbo Jumbo page with current goal. Gruntilla has almost hit the old goal. Mumbo Jumbo has surpassed it. Let me see.
Billy O. I want to say I've been very proud of this group for following the lock and not posting about Kingdom Hearts until after the lock.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good on you guys. Ooh, Sarah's going to bed. Good night, Sarah. Wow, it's 3:11 a.m.
Take it easy.
Uncle Scouts. Monster Hunter hit 1200. I'm not lying.
Woof, woof. The boy cried.
Has True Form Midna started production yet? Asks Troy Blair.
What? As what?
True Form Midna started production yet? Hey Josh.
650. Let's get up to 800.
How's Mimic coming along?
It's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Yeah. Pre-order still open.
True for Midna is... The factories are literally back next week, so let's... And they don't just start doing stuff like instantaneously.
Yeah, it takes a while to ramp up, guys.
Robert Elliott, do you guys have any imitations? What's the best one each one of you can do?
Yeah.
Can you like speak it like someone?
Imitations of someone?
Mm.
Wow, never been asked that. It's kind of embarrassing. Nah.
What are you thinking of doing? Let me hear how lame it is first. Exactly what I thought. Lame.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a long while.
Although I can't laugh because mine is probably all lame. I don't even know. It's me, Alex.
No, everyone can do that,
Alright. Didn't say it was any good. I didn't say it was lame.
What about Mickey Mouse?
Go on in.
No, I don't think I can do it now.
Well, you used to be able to do it.
Yeah.
What would you say? Hello, my name's Mickey Mouse.
With the pose as well, like it does that quite a lot.
Jet Boat Willie.
No, Mickey Mouse does that quite a lot.
Jet Steamboat, was it? Jet Boat.
No, Mickey Mouse.
I know, but that was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
That is Mickey Mouse.
Rose wants to come to Hong Kong.
Basiri?
Yes.
With all those points you're about to win.
Ryan, what is the likelihood of my Uka exclusive converting?
You mean Aku Aku?
Aku.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Do Arnold Schwarzenegger. Where's my soundboard?
Yeah.
Yes, Neffy. Nana says, just answer your question, we do have a warehouse in Slovakia. So the Brexit stuff, we've got UK warehouse and EU warehouse. So.
He's got you covered.
Yes.
Aaron Haynes, or Hans. Why did you guys decide to do a smaller version of Snake, or SD of Snake? To bring what we did for the resins, which is financially out of a lot of people's budgets, to the people that want to have a representation of one of their favorite games in that form. Derek Baker, did we ever get those extra points for Lucky Cat Mario? Did you? What did I say we were going to do? Can you also add filter points, by the way? By login, purchase, can you filter the way that you've earned the points? Yeah? That's a good point. Ricky on the Powell, is the Amy response looking positive?
All I see is Victor. Time after time.
No, Elaine.
Yeah, and Victor.
I just see Victor bitching.
I see Victor with a new picture every time.
All right.
He's drawing a line drawing, then he colours it.
Yeah, but he's like, change this, change that. Change. I'm like, it's not even enough interest in there to make me do it.
Sorry, Victor. I was like, I love your enthusiasm, but it's so. It change every couple of minutes. It's so hard for me to keep up.
All I can say is, you know, Nana, it was really nice knowing you. 2017 to late 2018. You were there for 2016 because you joined us with Majora's Mask right at the beginning. 2016 to mid 2018. Thank you for your service. But you, my friend, are redundant now. If you know what I mean.
Tom says, Tom on Facebook, would you maybe consider making Uka or Dr. Neocortex after Crash Bandicoot?
We're making Dr. Neocortex. In terms of Ricky on about, is Kickstarter still a potential opener? Shoutouts! Ricky on the power. What's going on, mate? Emerson Murray, hey, what you doing? How's it going? Aaron Haynes replying to Chocks, what's up? Oh, did I say that?
What? What? Oh.
What's up, Derek Baker? Jake May, what's going on, mate? Chris Hidman Jr. in the house. John Gustav, how's it going? Michael Bonanek, what Bohonek, how you doing? And we have Chelsea Harris, 20 minutes late, but still managed to get in it. And last but not least, Andy Fall. Michael Bohonek. I was wondering, what is the average amount of resin sales needs to be considered successful? Bare minimum 600. Successful 800. PVC 1.5 minimum. 3. Very nice. Adam El Gamal, any Yakuza updates? Not just yet. Not just yet. But now that I'm getting into the rhythm, I can start working on that with like concept artists. Any updates on Phoenix Wright? No. I haven't looked at that. Will Psycho Mantis get an SD treatment next for the SMGS line?
Oh, he's updated the questions.
Has he?
Yeah, because mine's still old.
Okay. I was thinking of Grey Fox next, to be honest with you. Will there be any special bonus if people buy the triple pack SDs like you did for Resin Snakes? What do we do?
Sorry, come again? What's the question?
Oh, we gave them PAL key cards, right?
PAL keys, yeah?
Yeah, if anyone buys the Essential Edition.
Yeah, the Essential and the combos.
Oh, right. So
yeah.
Maybe we could do something like that for Snake SD. Yeah, why not? I mean, like a little something extra. No?
Have a word with Sandy first.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this next question, Chocks. Read this one out.
Number 5. Do you ever see yourself ever retiring from FRF, or will you be doing this for as long as you can?
What was it, Chocks?
What?
I got this. I've set it all up nicely. Ladies, I'm off to Barbados. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of months. Yeah, see how you guys getting on. That's a really good question. What do you think, Chocks?
Well, what?
Do you ever see me retiring from this?
Yeah. Why not?
But like anytime soon?
Nah, not anytime soon.
But what I mean is like that. Do you ever see yourself retiring from FRF? Would you think you'll be doing this for as long as you can? As in like
what?
Like until like, you know, most people retire at 65 or whatever, right?
So you're saying retire at the retirement age, or
right.
just keep on going and going and going and going?
Well, I mean,
until
just
you think. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do I ever see myself just not? Do you think? Can you ever see me not doing FRF? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what's in your mind in 2020 February or 2021 February or 2022 February.
So depressing every February.
Who knows what happens in every single February?
You know, do I see myself doing this? I love what I do. I'm grateful every day to you guys that allows for us to have this company and lets us really, you know, well, at least for me, do what I really, really love. I find it, there's two aspects of it. The first one is, of course, creating these products and the satisfaction I get from making something out of a concept in my mind, or, you know, going through the navigating all of that and having the final product and then going to someone's hands. I love it. It's something that I absolutely hate it when I fuck up. But obviously when it's done well and people like it, then I feel such a kind of emotion associated with that I don't think I would get with just a normal number crunching job that wouldn't have that kind of interaction. That's the first thing. And of course, the lows that you get, you also wouldn't get. But unfortunately, there's not been as many lows as there have been highs in terms of people not happy that, you know, Sif was rubbing and, you know, Kirby tilting, you know, all that sort of stuff. Of course, that is really, you know, that's a kind of negative emotion that I feel that you wouldn't get again in a normal kind of 9 till 6 job. That's one aspect, and again, I really love it for that. But the second aspect is I've been so grateful, and it's something that, you know, I've just been doing for 12 of the years. It's just going through the motions, making the stuff, and, you know, etc. But this is, for me, I love it, is the idea of how do we go from teeny tiny potatoes to slightly less teeny tiny potatoes, and that aspect of things, I love it. Thinking about where are the problems, how do we fix them, how can we tweak things to make it better. And, you know, you see me do that, and me and Chocks, we discuss all the time about, I mean, how have we gone what from 0 hour, day 1, signature edition, streams at this time, streams at that time, you know, lots of different changes, and all of that sort of stuff has been really exciting to me. I love it so much, and it's another aspect to this job. So the answer is, yeah, I'm fucking retiring tomorrow. Laters, yo. No, I don't see it happening anytime soon. The only time I see me retiring, it's because I've been forced to, because the company's been bought or something like that. That's the only time I could ever see something like that happening. Otherwise, I don't see that happening. You got a tenner, Chocks? You want to buy it?
Tenner. Oh wow!
I'll be laters, yo.
$9.99. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have that $9.99 at the end. It's the hard
$10, right?
$10, right?
$10, right?
It's like, $10, right? $10, $9.99. You're gonna have that $9.99 at the end. You're gonna have that $9.99 at the end. It's the hard $10, right? It's the hard $10, right? It's the hard $10, right? Number 6.
That's all for this week. As always, have a wonderful weekend. My Solid Snake came in. Oh boy, he's huger than I remember. Did you increase the size since I saw him at NYCC? Because you've seen him. Nevertheless, I love it so much. You knocked it out of the park again. See you next week. Peace. Much appreciated. But no effort of his love and effort of his life? What's going on, mate? But much appreciated, Adam. Always, every week. I love looking forward to your questions. Kurt Biswell, if you could make a Disney character statue, which one would you make? Which guys would you want to make first?
The chat is broken on the stream. Is it? No, it's not. Really? Is it this one? Is that moving? It can't be.
It's not moving, is it? Why isn't that moving? But it should be coming from this.
Yeah, that side's not moving. Don't know why. Hey, Mr. Jameson on YouTube, is Kirby's face painted or sculpted? Both. Sculpt.
Make it, bring it close.
I'm going to take it off.
No, don't take it off. Just flip it. It's not as heavy as Snake. Come on, yeah. He's been working out. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not much effort. I'm trying to figure out this thing. So I'm trying to like, distract people about this not working.
It's sculpted. You can see the sculpt lines. You see that? Come on, camera, focus. There you go. Oop. And the mouth as well. As you can see, there's there's depth in there. You can see the tongue on the upper layer, and then it goes deeper with the inside of the mouth, and then you can see the cheeks. The sculpt lines there, and it's painted as well. There you go. No worries. Oh, Tyrant, sorry about that question. What about Pikachu in First for Figures? Pokemon, huh?
Why isn't this working?
Don't mention Pokemon to this guy. Is it still not working?
Not right now. Embed in stream. Copy. Let's see what's going on here.
Various Suit, Warhawk Legends. Yes, Various Suit is already out, depending on the region. We normally, once a product goes out, we normally ship them out to Austria, Asia region first. So a lot of Australians will probably get theirs first, and then depending on the shipment, usually it takes much longer to ship to EU, UK, and Canada and US. So yeah, it can vary between, I don't know, because it's Chinese New Year's. A lot of stuff being, a lot of shipments have stopped. So you know, it could take, normally it would take about a month to get to from the China warehouse to those regions I just mentioned, but because there's some overlapping issue during Chinese New Year, it could range between 1.5 to 2 months. But if you go to our website, there's a scheduled shipping calendar there. Make sure you check that out, open it up, and check your regional warehouse. That will give you a good indicator when Various Suit is coming to you.
Who would be the first Disney character?
Hey, what?
Who would you make for the first Disney character? Elsa.
Disney.
Yeah.
Does that include all the Marvels and all that stuff? Yeah.
Nah, I think Disney.
Disney.
Yeah.
OG Disney, eh?
Elsa for Chan Chans. Also, looking for the Banjo-Kazooie. Nice one. Love the revision. Sweet. Chinese New Year is pretty much wrapped up. So yeah, but thank you very much for that. Damien, who is next in the MGS SD PVC line? Who do you guys want to see? I want to see. Looking forward to seeing Grey Fox. Michael Bohonek. I just saw the post here about gaming-based sites. Where did you totally get a shout out?
Oh, here as over gaming-based sites.
I think he means like his retirement. Yeah, we gave him a shout out earlier on. So indeed, shout out. Have you ever met Reggie? Unfortunately not. What is your most favourite memory about him in the game industry? Jimmy Fallon, baby. What an honour. Subuchi is CNY over. The factory's now open. They are, but they take time to get up. Did I miss the Praise the Sun? Yeah. I totally posted it when you weren't looking. I'll post it again. Just for you. James Bennington. How's the hunt for new painters? One will be starting next week. Any plans? But I want another. Any plans on following up the Inuyasha and Super Shadow polls? Inuyasha Super Shadow looks alright. Do you have any fun making various Snake ACs? Absolutely, as always. Does Peggy have any statues? Not yet. Manny Gerards, when will we get to see the counter sample of Guts? Indeed, after Chinese New Year. So I expect within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Jacqueline Ustameyer, last time he said almost enough interest for Kill la Kill. Since then, Rio's gotten to 900. And Satsuki is on 600. Alright. Alright, yeah. Chandler M. Burns. I finally made bronze. Sweet, congrats, mate. How long did it take you to do it? 3 p.m. I should know this, but does FRF do anime in games? Does that include manga as well? Yeah. But isn't it... How many manga? You just manga only? I'm not sure that would have the following. Marluz Maral, when will Zelda launch? When will Zelda launches and pre-orders begin? Nope. Not sure yet. I might want to get on the waiting list for Shiranui, but not if the Zelda line is close and I won't have enough for both. Get on that Shiranui ASAP. When will Shiranui ship? Towards the end of the year. What's your favorite brush card from Okami? I quite like... Let me see what we get. What's the coolest looking one? Celestial Boss Gods. I quite like Yumigami. He makes mochi. Rastello, how many pieces do you plan on revealing at ECC? I plan to make a lot, but can't do any. Keep getting denied. Who exactly gets the promotional statues sent to the licensors, such as who gets the who gets the promotional statues sent to licensors, such as Konami's? Who exactly gets the promotional statues sent to licensors? I don't get it. You get that, Chocks. That's for you.
What's the question again? Sorry.
Number 2. Who exactly gets the promotional statues sent to licensors, such as Konami Solid Snake exclusive?
Who? You mean from the licensor? Who gets them? Like who receives it? Who receives the samples from the licensor?
No, we just send them to our licensor and they give them out to the right people.
Yeah,
right?
they give them out internally themselves.
Right.
Unless they personally hit us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can Chocks demonstrate his real life scary frown scar now he's wearing his t-shirt? That's what I said at the beginning of the stream.
No, it hurts my face.
Chocks
I'm never like that in front of you guys. Yeah. I can't do that in front of you guys.
Hold on. Whoa, that was a scary face there you did there, Chocks.
See, I told you. Now I'm going to go on holiday.
What effect does the cancellation of law have on the Yoshimitsu statue that was deep in development in the Tekken line as a whole? I have nothing to report on that. The website shows Cowboy Bebop's Spike edition size as a 1,000. Does Spike hit 1,000 sales? I thought we weren't going to put that on the website.
What?
Edition size of Spike.
Who put that up?
I'm not sure.
Really?
I think it's something similar. I think it's close, and then we think we was like 9 something, and we think we made 1,000 based on that. It was close to it, so we just wanted to make the whole edition size. I think. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look at it.
It's on waitlist right now.
Yeah, it should be. Many Sonic fans were surprised to hear that Modern Amy and Blaze the Cat aren't high on your list of priorities for modern Sonic characters. with one Amy's peak already having more likes than any Skull Knight sneak peek, and your Blazer Cat poll at 675 yes votes, how much support would you like to see? Well, to be honest with you on that, I've already made the physical of Skull Knight. I can't not do it, right? Obviously. And the Amy is at that point where I either put a lot more effort and money into making it. It's at a wall. It's like a line that I haven't crossed yet, which I've already crossed with Skull Kid, right? Skull Knight. That's the point, right? I haven't got to that. I need to feel a lot more excitement about going to that next stage because it involves a lot of investment, a lot of money to do that. How much more support would I mean, there's no hard amount. It's just that whenever I post anything, there's buzz and talk about it, and that's sort of what I'm talking about. MAD, if you ever get the Darksiders franchise and you get the chance to do a Fury statue, would you try to do a definitive version with all their hollow hair and colours and 5... The definitive version was not how... That's a variant edition.
Yeah, I mean, look at the chess piece.
What I would do is, if that's possible, if she's wearing the same thing, I would do a multiple coloured LEDs for the hair, for the eye, for the hair, and the chest piece, and then you can swap them however you want to do it. Boom, DE right there. Michael Plot, until Big Al, how long until Big Al goes into production? I reckon pretty soonish. I keep seeing people buying it. Can't wait to know how many. How's he doing nowadays? About Spike, you mentioned he was deep in production. How deep are we talking? Yeah, it should be really, really soon. Like, really soon. We didn't get them the packaging in time before Chinese New Year. Now that we've given it to them, the packaging takes 3 weeks. I would expect once packaging is done, that we start packing that up, I would say.
Oh my god.
Can't wait for the All Might reveal. What was that last picture from the PVC or resin? Oh, from the PVC. The resin isn't anywhere near ready yet. That's still in concept stage. What are the chances right now of making it to Emerald City Comic Con?
Are the tickets available still?
Possibly.
Oh, he's asking us.
About All Might making it to Emerald City.
Oh. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Charles Bulpalon. Hey guys, is it normal that Ornstein Standard Edition is still available for pre-order at this point? Yeah. It is. And I say, is Sunny working on a King of the Ring shirt? Would you buy one? How would you like it to look? Boom! Let's do it, Chocks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Careful.
Jesus. I took myself out.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about this, baby. Let's talk a little about you and me. Let's do it.
Like that. You can do that whilst I'm doing this.
You got the numbers, yeah? Alrighty, let's talk about that snake, yo. Solid Snake SD. Now, one of the things about this bad boy, right, is we learned a ton of things from the resin Solid Snake. We learned a lot on that we knew that really helped with this piece. Now, the thing about this is we had a benchmark that we knew we had to hit, and that was the details. We said to ourselves, like, let's say we didn't do the resin snake, we would probably have made this with not as much detail. I mean, obviously we wouldn't know for sure, total. And the thing is, if we didn't do this first, the resin one, this would probably look slightly different. What I mean by that is the details that we had in the original snake meant that we absolutely had to translate that into this piece. Every single detail on the suit in particular, you will see in this sculpt as well. And the reason, of course, why this is so detailed is because we already had a benchmark that we had to hit because we'd already done that snake. And again, as I said, if we didn't do that snake beforehand, the resin one, this would probably, we wouldn't have pushed ourselves that hard to say, you know, it has to hit this level. We remade this quite a few times. It's got to hit the level of detail that is expected of a snake that we've already released. And of course, the snake that you saw, of course, is a much bigger piece. It was absolutely challenging recreating that detail, that level of detail in this PVC, but you will see that we absolutely nailed it. I'm really happy with how that came out. We nailed the way that the details are on the piece itself, particularly the body. Now, of course, the face is a little bit more cartoony and caricature-y. It still has that beautiful paint detail. As you can see it's 5 o'clock shadow, but of course it doesn't have the kind of sort of wrinkles that the details of the snake resin has. However, the body, no excuses. Exactly the same with the details. Let's talk about that. So let's zoom in, and I'm not sure how this camera picks it up, but let's see if we can start seeing some of the look at the texture details. Look at that on his shoulder pads. It's got some texture details, even across his neck. It's got this beautiful texture. I'm sure how this is coming out. You can see that you can almost, like, if you run your finger down it, you can really there is tons and tons of details. Like, as I said, all the details that you're seeing in the resin piece, you will absolutely see here on the PVC. Look at all that detail. Look, even the buckles on the back, it has a 3D effect. Look at this texture, the lines of texture over here as well. You can see the horizontal lines there. Again, you see it over here as well. Some leathery textures going across the back. The textures going down the there's a difference between the texture here and texture there. There's all different textures there. Again, if you run your finger along here, you can hear it. It's got some texture there. Let's just look at all the texture on that hair, on the bandana. There's a ton of texture. Again, all the details of the resin piece. We wanted to make sure that we could bring it into the PVC as well. So let's look at that. Look at the texture details on his forehead. His bandana going around there. And his eyes, this is really great effect on his eyes. It's not just a single blue, it's got lovely gradient to it. And all the details that you see again. You know, we had 3 rivets, and there was a lot of things that we learned from the resin itself, right? You know, as you guys know, we did a lot of changes to that resin, and thank God we went through all of that, because that expensive lesson, we used it twice, buy one get one free, yo. So we knew what we needed to do for the PVC. So, you know, some things like, oh, the coloring, and you know, the
shape of the gun.
We'll come back. That's the gun, right? Yeah.
Quite a lot of...
They got the FREF com here. I mean, all that sort of stuff. But all of those changes, you know, we had to like change the thickness of the biceps, and Jesus, lordy lord, what a journey that was.
The color of the suit.
Right.
Yeah.
All of those sort of changes, and it was something that we knew that we obviously, having learned that with the actual snake of the resin, we could make sure we had it over here, and. If you look at, again, we're going to look into some more detail. Textures all on the blue. Look at that texture on the chest. The painted effect as well. It's not just one color. It's got some little highlights in there. Even the buckles. Look at the buckles on the... Even the small buckles over there has got it all there. And the elbow pads and the knee pads. The textures on the pants, the trousers I should say. And look at the detailing on the buckles and all this sort of stuff on the pouches. Look at that. That's, come on guys. How amazing is that? The cross stitching on that bad boy. And over there as well. And can we just remember the size of this? Look at that. My thumbnail is significantly... My nail is significantly bigger than that. Look at the detail that we've got into that. Look at that. So this is the thing that keeps on giving you in terms of looking at details. Come on. Just check that out. I'm really proud of that. And look at that. Wait, it gets more. Look at those 3. Look at those. Look at this and that. And the size of my look at the size of my fingernail. It's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And all the straps going through the legs, and each one of those straps as well. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Bonkers. So, I mean, in terms of details, all of the details that we had, look at that. All the straps on the side of the boots. Have a look. Straps on the side of the boots, the dirty effect on his feet, the textures on all of that. Look at the holster, more pads underneath there, the back of his hand, the FRF com. All the details that the resin has, we've absolutely managed to nail it and bring it into this. You can see, look, the different sights. You can see the single one there and the 2 over there. So you can sort of see all of that. There is a ton of detail, as Nana says, has detail for days. We knew that we had to do that, Chocks, right? We had to make sure that we gave ourselves a really high bar, that we needed to make sure that the resin and this, detail-wise, were like for like. And it makes it much harder that it's so much smaller, Chocks, to be honest with you. It makes it much harder to do it. So it really is something that we had to really make sure that we didn't settle. We absolutely didn't settle. So that was something that was really, really important for us to do. Now, if we talk about his actual pose, the pose is he's at the ready. he could be, he's waiting, he's listening, he's expecting there to be action, and it's not a museum pose. A museum pose would be just sort of more, I would say, more relaxed, chilling, just sort of standing there. This one is, I feel it's kind of like more action and dynamic than it is just museum, because I feel there's tension. And there's tension all over his body. And the first one is, you look at the way he's bending his knees. He's ready to go, jump off, start straight away. That is what we wanted to sort of portray. Then you look at his arms. If you look at his right arm, it's straight. Like you're shooting a gun, it's straight. So if you're holding it, bring it up, you can pow, pow, pow. Now it doesn't have the cups and saucers that you get in Hollywood, where you have the hand cupping underneath. You have it wrapping around the front like that. And if you know about shooting guns, unless you are pulling the trigger, you have your finger alongside, which is what we've done there. Look at the silencer, has little dots in there as well for some details on that. Oh, so can you even pick that up? Yeah, you can just about see it. So the details there, really, I'm really proud of how the details came out, Chocks. I know we were, as I said, we went through that quite a lot. And, you know, for example, you see how this one has like 2 straps there. If you can see over here, look, this one has 2 straps, one strap, it's kind of hard to see, one strap there, and this side has 3 straps. One strap, which is like the same one as this one over here, but then the 2 extra straps to hold the holster. So all the detail there makes sense. So there are straps with the holsters connected to, all that sort of good stuff. So then you have the way he's gripping the gun. You can see the way he's gripping the gun. He's got that hand covering over. And it's a really tight fit, the way the hand is covering over. So you can see his left hand wrapping around. His left hand wrapping around his right hand. And his right hand is ready. It's down. It's like this. And there's tension in there, right? And he has his gun, so he's sort of like this. This is like this, right? He's like this. And this arm is bent. So he can bring it up and pow pow. Well, then he can bring it and then pow pow pow. Teep teep, you dead. Teep teep, you dead. Teep teep. And then he brings it back down, right? So keeps it down. At any time, it's this arm is always straight. His right arm is always straight. Yeah, you see that? The right arm is straight, and then boom, bring it up, tap, tap, double tap, you did. So you know, in terms of, and you know, let's show you this more details. Look at the holster. There's a hole in there because that's with the strap that goes over it. So as if you open up, stick your gun in like that. So we really wanted to make sure that the pose itself gave a feeling of alertness. One of the things that we knew straight away from the beginning, we talked about the details, that's all cool, but to give that sense of alertness, one of the things that I knew that would be really cool, and hopefully we'll see people be able to do this, is, right, check this out. So let's talk a little bit more about the face. He has this really, it was important that with the face that we can make him look like Snake, that you would recognize obviously we know with a caricature face like this that it is easy to there is no right answer to this. I'm really happy with how this came up. I wanted to really test out, we've done SDs before, Chocks, and that was with the Artorias and any of our Dark Souls stuff, but the faces on there is woohoo, easy, because there isn't a face, right? I wanted to say, hey, is this SD format something that we can apply to our other licenses? Does it work with humanoid characters? Does it work with what would it work with? Would it work with the Zeldas out there? Would it work with a human character? And then we thought, you know what, who would be the first one to do that and test it out with? Would it work with Alucard? Would it work? Let's try it out with Snake. So that's what we really said we were going to do. And we wanted to test it out. Of course, the next thing to test out is how would it look for animals? We want to prove to ourselves, armored based stuff, like the Dark Souls stuff, boom, done, check, No problem. You can do an SD like that. Humanoids, that's what we wanted to a test, and boom, I believe that we've done a good job doing that. The next one, of course, would be animals, but again, this is more about slowly testing that out, So, this is really what the face is all about. Can you recognize it? It's got that kind of deep sort of shaping underneath the bottom of the of the lips. He has that he's still got the lips on there as well. It's got some 3D-ness to it. 3D-ness to it there. He's got his eye colors. He's looking tense. He's looking down. He's looking. He's got some sort of ears. It's not as detailed as a normal ear would be, but it's still got a cartoony ear. It's got a cartoony ear. But more importantly, we knew right from the beginning, didn't we, Chocks, that we were going to test something out, and this is this.
Yeah.
We tested out the creatures, humanoids.
Right, now this is the first thing. We're turning this over. Now I hope this doesn't mess up. But one of the things you want to do is give it a shake. Give it a bit of a bit of a shake. Then, you know, not that you really hold your stuff upside down, but should you do, that's fine. But what we wanted to do is this. Pow! And I'm shaking it, and it's not falling off. And I'm quite, you know, I'm being pretty difficult, you know, but it's got 2 magnets at the top there. Okay, it's got 2 magnets at the top there. And boom!
Stash head.
So, why have we done that? It was important to give the feeling of looking left and looking right. Right now, he's looking to his left. Check it out, yeah? He's looking to his left. Now, I can do this. I go inside. Pop them out. And now you've got these googly eyes. Right, so you can see what that looks like. The details of that. Okay. Then you flip it over, and then if you look over here, we have these little ridges over here on the inside. We have these little ridges right. How can I say it? There's a little ridge there. There's a little ridge right there. Right, that little bit over there, and there's another one on the other side. So that allows for you, for when you reinsert it, remember I've just turned it 180. When I put it back in, you can hear it sort of click into place. And now, ooh, he's looking the other way. He's now looking to the right. He's now looking this direction. And then, of course, you just put his head back on. And now he's looking that direction. See that? So you could be looking to that way or that way, depending on how you do it. Our Justina, our resin, our PVCs are not flimsy at all. So you can now look to the left or look to the right, depending on how you do it. Again, that's the reason why there is a magnet in the hair. It's still, so it doesn't fall off. You pop it off. We'll do this a little bit more quickly now. It's looking to, right, so now I pop that out, flip it round, put it back in. And now, put his head back on, he's looking the other way. Boom. Now, the reason why we had those ridges, of course, because we were at the production stage, or at the development stage, we were having issues where you would push on the eye, on the inside, from outside, and pop, it would fall in, really shit. So we had to engineer it to make sure that you could pop it in and then it would hold it in place. So, you know, I'm pushing on it right now quite hard, and it's not going in. That was something that took us a few times to get that right, and it's just the little things that we wanted to do just to make sure that overall it's a quality piece. Now, the base itself is quite, how should I say, metallic, futuristic, and it's got those sort of hexagons that you see over here. It's got the hexagons over here, and it has some snow effects, and it's got this beautiful kind of, how do I say it, kind of metally, kind of feeling, metally geary kind of thing. And it's got fire in there as well, and it has, you can see, it's got like, it's not just one color, it's got this really great kind of weathering effect. Now, this has allowed for us to have the exclusive version, which has a always on mode for fire. This is the exclusive version now. Just to be clear that the standard version comes with the everything apart from what we just talked about. So the movable eyes, that's all in the standard version as well. Then you have this flickering effect there. And Chokes, do you want to pop off the lights? We'll bring on the other ones as well.
Yeah, sure.
So, of course, we have the here.
Oh.
You want to hold that?
Yeah. All right. So this is the stealth camouflage. If you check out our resin snake, you'll notice that this is the kind of like the Coca-Cola colored version. So right now I have the always on mode.
No, you don't.
Oh, sorry, the animated mode with the flickering lights.
Now the light in here is quite bright in terms of the room, the screen. So it's quite bright, but this has a really beautiful the way it looks when you have the fire going through the piece. It looks really cool with the way that the fire passes through to the translucent version. You cannot see the flicker. Is that not showing up?
It's showing up on mine.
Yeah, it's showing up.
Yeah.
I think these needs new, fresher batteries, to be honest with you.
Mm.
And you can see the way that it picks up on the under. Yeah, this one's got fresher batteries in it. Now, the exclusive version, they all come with the flickering effect and the fire effect, and also it has a LED. So if you look over here, it has a LED indicator and a USB cable that comes with it, and I believe also it comes with batteries as well. Is that right?
Yep. It comes with a
unless of course you are in the Australia, which we cannot ship it with it, and that will come all together. So you have a rechargeable, replaceable battery and a USB style connection, which is a huge upgrade over what we did with our Taurus, which was using really quite not good enough batteries. A lot of people came back with feedback on that, so that's why we've increased the size of these bases to be able to fit that in.
So ever since our Taurus, we decided to up the battery by using a new battery. So if you do have a resin in your collection, everyone knows that is the 18650 version, which means it's 65 mm in length. For these PVCs, we use the 18500, which is 5 centimeters in length, so 50 mm. So it's the same concept, same principle. USB rechargeable and removable with an LED indicator on the back and a USB port. So, you know, if you have a resin and you bought one of these PVCs, you know how it functions. So it's exactly what it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Micro USB. It's the micro USB, not a Type C. Until there's more adoption of Type C, which I probably think will be in a couple of years. Then, because right now it still seems to be the cheapest cables out there in terms of being able to just you guys easily get them and easily accessible is micro for now, I would say.
And guys, the neon green and the stealth camo also includes the interchangeable eyes as well. So same concept with the exclusive version. You pop off the head, take out the eyepiece, just flip it around, and then reinsert that back in. Because of course, you know, you can have Snake staring to the left or to the right, but it also has another functionality as well, is that we can make the eyes very, very clean. The actual sculpting on the face, the lines between the sockets, you know, those will be painted differently, separately.
We actually go into quite a lot of detail in the documentary that we've got going on, which shows you the documentary really shows does that,
what's up?
You can just, I'm trying to see if you can see it the way you can sort of see how it comes into. Anyways, you can see in the documentary we go through quite a lot of detail, all the different parts that it comes with, quite a lot of the different parts, and it shows you that it's not just one piece. We've separated a ton of things, so it allows for us to have really clean lines and the accuracy of the painting. You're not going to have, if you look at, how do I say it? I don't want to say too much, but you know, kind of lower end PVCs, you'll find that the lines aren't so clean, and that's because the company will reduce making so many molds, because the molds are super expensive. They're super expensive to make one set of molds, and this is something like 5 sets of molds. It's really quite a lot, and the reason is because we separated it into so many parts, but that allows for super clean lines and good quality throughout mass production. But on a flip side, you have to put more time into the engineering of it to make sure each part fits really nicely. So it's a lot more work in the beginning, but the final results is much easier to control, and we can then consistently do the quality of the work that we want to do. So, you know, in terms of that's the reason why it has so many parts, is to have that. And the paintwork of this is not just all one color. As you can see, there are different colors within the actual. So obviously, you know, the bandana is a deeper, darker green. You can see lines throughout there, the back of the hand. If you've actually bought one of the OG resins as well, you will have a better understanding of what that would look like. Something that you kind of got to see in your in real life to really get a better idea of how that might look. Well, the magnets on the clear, you know, you can, if you look really closely, there is definitely a darkening area there. If you really look carefully, there's a darkening area there. Not gonna lie, but it's not really obvious. It's not really. You can see a little bit of it there, but the actual magnets themselves, you don't. Which is obviously silver. You don't see that because it's horizontal, so you wouldn't see that. It's facing down, and maybe unless you looked at it sort of like that. So yeah, all right, Chocks. Let me just bust open the lights. We've got a video to run. So we've got a video we're going to run for you right now, which is going to go through a little bit more close-up details of it, and we'll see you. It's about a couple of minutes long, and we will see you on the other side. boom! Check it out, guys. Of course, there is a Twin Snakes version and an Essential Edition as well.
So there's
You
Twin
can have
Snakes.
this version.
That's a Twin Snakes neon green combo.
Right, then pick up your one, yeah.
And then this is the Twin Snakes combo. And then you have the Essential Edition.
The Essential Edition as well.
Yay!
Okay.
And guys, I just want to highlight something. We did not have enough time to get the packaging prepared for this launch. But once we've gone live, do check out the pictures that we have on our website. In there, it will highlight what comes with the packaging, with the products. So if you check out, for example, one of our previous SD ones like Artorias or even our TF like Spiral PVC, the exclusive versions will come with the collector's box, right? The premium box, which is exclusive to our website.
If you've known, people are usually very happy with the quality of the box.
Yeah. And those box will come its own brown external box, and then it will have the foam, the corner foams, before it gets to the shipper box. So you can imagine that how much care and protection that we've put in these packaging as well.
And of course, inside that box is the actual standard box.
Right. That's right, yes.
Yeah. Standard box into the exclusive box, into the brown shipper, into the foam corners, into the big box.
Yes.
Woo!
That's right. So, again, as always, the exclusive versions and the different variants and the Essential Edition, all these include a numbered base on the bottom as well. So, this will be the first solid Metal Gear Solid SD PVC line. So these are
SD004 MGS1. We'll say that on that. That will say SD005 MGS2, and this will say SD006 MGS3.
That's right. Yep. Interchangeable eyes for all of them.
Yep.
Including the standard version. For the
exclusive also comes with the with a wire and the battery.
Yep.
Unless you're in Australia, then just the wire.
That's right. And again, guys, obviously these will come with authentication cards, and then when you come back and validate next Friday,
you can get a signature edition as well. Should you be so lucky. This is all new numbers for the SD Metal Gear Solid line. So all new numbers up for grabs. Of course, the queue will you be on validation duties next week? Let us know in the comments. So for showsies, we wanted to make sure that it's still full. So we couldn't get the pictures ready with the products.
But guys, do check out the pictures. I think you understand that if you've been buying collector's edition, sometimes you see like a silhouette version. So in there you will see the silhouette of the collector's box, a silhouette of the premium packaging, and then the silhouette of the F4F reward points leaflets, because each of these PVCs will have 500 reward points inside the packaging.
Right.
And if you're familiar with our packaging, in there you have like a nice little backdrop behind the actual figure itself, and then you have the kind of a clear window packaging that we've always used for our SD and TF range.
Now, of course, back next week for validation, and what was I going to say? Yeah, that was... These are a perfect size. A lot of people were like, hey, resins are getting bigger and bigger. This is a perfect size to take with you to work, Chocks. Put on your desk. Nice little reminder of your love and your passion for Metal Gear. Boom, put it on your desk. 1, 2, 3, all your
very easy to sneak past your husbands and wives. I've seen a few people want to take these home. Yeah, so very obtainable. These also come with, it's exactly how we treat our resins. You guys have options for flexi payment plans, etc, etc.
All right, let's do those pricing, Chocks, and wrap this bad boy up.
All right. Okay, so if you are a Gamescom, if you actually purchase this from Gamescom, you pretty much know what's coming. But if not, let's do the pricing. So the exclusive version, that is at
Hotshot. You can pre-order this in about 15 minutes
right
on
after
our
the
website.
stream. Yep. We will go live with the pre-orders right after the stream. So for the exclusive version, LED lights,
RTSD is next to MAD at work. Boom, there you go. Sorry.
Alright, okay. LED lights, interchangeable eyes, numbered base, premium packaging, on our website only, $99.99 USD. Alright, the stealth camouflage, exactly the same thing. LED lights, interchangeable eyes, numbered base, premium packaging, $99.99. And the same price goes for the neon green version as well. If you want a combo version, either this, which is the Twin Snakes combo,
This. Or then you this.
Your neon green combo packs come at $184.99 USD.
$15 off, baby.
Right, $184.99 USD. If you want the entire all snakes,
The essential edition.
The essential edition, that's $269.99 USD.
$30 off, baby.
Okay, so pre-orders are available right after the stream. The deposits for PVCs are 20% of the SRP. Okay, pre-orders are open after the stream. Next Friday, 1st of March, will be the validation. And we offer up to a 6-month payment plan as well.
Anthony Romero, every single one. If you get the Essential Edition, you get 1,500 points. Very nice. Very nice.
That's inside the packaging.
Aye.
And then you haven't even counted the day one as well. Because if you come and validate on day one, you get extra reward points as well. So there's actually quite a lot of reward points to get hold of. Isn't that right?
Right.
Right, guys. Shipping costs. Okay, for the exclusives. For the exclusives and the variants, whether it's neon green or the stealth camo, for US, that's $25. Okay, for US, that's $25. So, one of these is $25 US for shipping. For EU, that's also $25. For Canada, that's $35. For Australia, that's $45. And for other regions, for example, Costa Rica, Cyprus, Egypt, Israel, that is at $65. Right, so for combos, so 2 of these combos. For US, that's $50. For EU, that's $50. For Australia, that's $90. For Canada, it's $70. And for the other regions I just mentioned earlier, Cyprus, Egypt, etc., Costa Rica, $130. So pretty much you just multiply them by 2. And then for the Essential Edition, for US, that's $75. For EU, that's also $75. For Australia, $135. For Canada, $105. And for the other regions, that's $195. Guys, if you totally ignored what I just said, don't worry about it. We will post the FAQ after the stream, and in there's all the shipping costs and pricing as well. So do check out the FAQ before you place your pre-order. What? Okay.
Look at this one here. I got him to do one a week every time we do a new one. Okay, so this is just the testing, right?
Yeah.
The initial content. Some of them need some work, right? Yeah. Quite cool, right?
Same guy.
Yeah.
Hey, what does validation mean? Validation basically is once you've come and join us again next Friday and validate your snake. So if you reserve it tonight, for example, next Friday you come in to the stream, log into your account, validate with us, you will get extra goodies. For example, an extra signature card signed by Alex, extra reward points, and a holographic sticker as well that comes with it. So don't worry, just make sure you check the post that we post after the stream. We do have a post, an FAQ that says how to validate. What is a validate? All that information will be on the website and on the main Facebook page as well, guys.
That's a start, right?
What? Right, any questions, guys? And right after the stream, there will be a giveaway post on the website, on the Facebook page. There will be free exclusive snakes up for grabs. So make sure you enter that giveaway on Facebook.
How many?
Free.
Nice.
Free PVC's exclusive snakes up for grabs. I believe that's all the information you guys need to know. And there will be a documentary posted on YouTube and everywhere as well, main page, social media. So do take the time to check out the photos and documentary before you go and click on checkout.
How soon will they be shipping? I think when we're at this stage, probably about 4 to 5 months. I think it would be pretty much in your hand, I would say.
For snake, yeah? Well, on the website we put it as Q3.
Yeah, so that's 4 to 5 months.
Yeah, Q3.
Yeah. That's it.
No, I say free, as in 1, 2, 3.
They're saying free. Three PVC free exclusives.
Yes. Free PVCs. And guys, one other thing I want to highlight. Starting from next Monday, provided by our friends at Konami, there will be another game giveaway.
Boom!
Alright?
Well done on that, Chocks. Organising that one.
No problem for the fans. Alright, 10 copies. Let me just clarify that. Where'd I put it? Where did I put it? Put it. Where did I put it? There will be 10 digital copies of the PlayStation 4 version of Metal Gear Solid 5, the definitive edition.
Boom!
One code will be given out every day. So Monday to Friday, and then Monday to Friday again. Alright, for those 2 weeks running. However, there is one particular rule that you guys need to take note, that this giveaway is only applicable for US, Latin America, and Canada. Sorry guys, it's a region lock thing. That is the current giveaway for the Metal Gear Solid game giveaway.
Thank you so much to Konami for giving that.
Yeah, definitely.
Much appreciated. So we won't be running those on the weekend, okay? Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday.
Yep, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday.
All right then, Chocks. Anything to add before we wrap this up?
Let me double check.
Hey Maury, you'll find that there's only been one other giveaway. We've done a lot of giveaways that's been specific to America.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, the only one giveaway that was
the
specific
DS one.
was the Dark Souls one.
Yeah.
But right after that, we did another Dark Souls one.
Right, which was worldwide.
Which was worldwide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is for Aerovane.
Guys, let's not hate on Konami, alright? This giveaway, the region lock has nothing to do with Konami. It's a Sony thing, okay? Guys, Much appreciate. No hating here, please. All right. I'm asking these giveaways for you guys. All right. So let's, the more support for these giveaways, the more Konami and other licensors can provide. All right. Thanks.
All right then, Chocks. We wrapping this up. Any last minute shout outs and stuff like that? That's it. All right, Feeding Frenzy in about 15 minutes. We'll be getting the snake pre-orders up in about 15. Do you know if Lorenzo's around?
I pinged him. Let's see if he's replied.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
He's
sure,
gonna go.
sure,
Cool.
back, yeah.
So, yeah, all of that good stuff. So we're going to be rocking and rolling. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this up. Of course, we'll be back at it again next week for Friday Q&A with Chocks today 109. And that will, of course, be validation for Snake. All right, sweet. So, and as you said, Chocks, Redbubble, this will be, we'll let you guys know about that.
Yeah. As well. Yeah, so quite a lot
do
of things.
Shout out, do support King Chockles. Let's let him live long time.
Yes.
Long time.
Please.
Absolutely.
Yes, sponsor me.
In the meantime, of course, guys, we can't thank you enough. We really appreciate the hard work and the support you guys give us to allow us to do what we love to do. And of course, there will be a Feeding Frenzy right afterwards. We'll do it for 101 because why not, right? We'll do it for 101, and we will be, of course, back at it again next week. I already said that. This has been Friday Q&A with Chocks and A 108. It's been the 22nd of February 2019. Have a great day, America. Have a great evening, EU. You should be sleeping, Asia and Australia. Much love, much appreciated. Chocks, that's wrapped up for this week.
Nice.
I am your host, Alex.
I'm Chockles.
FRF is love.
FRF is life.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters.